guys. Hi, everybody. It's Christa. Welcome back to Strixhaven, a curriculum of chaos here on Dork Tales. We are super excited to be back in class and might actually make it to a class this session. Who'da thunk? Right? You mean we have to do classes? Yes, you do.
What?
You even have
This
exams.
is homework? No.
I don't like homework.
Going to more
Yes.
classes than
I
I
hope
did
you
in my
all.
actual university career. Let's do it.
Right?
Oh.
As long as you send in the assignments and do the exams, who really cares?
Nobody tracks it.
We care here at Strixhaven, though, because there's lots of dangerous stuff that you can blow yourself up with. So welcome all back to class in the audience, as well as our wonderful players. Speaking of our players, let's bop around and say hello to everybody. Kelly, hi.
Hi, everybody. I'm Kelly. I use he and him. I'm excited to be here today because I am not the Dungeon Master. I'm the Dungeon Master 4 more times this week, and that's plenty. So yeah, I'm playing Kyle, the Superion, favored soul sorcerer. Yes, he is a favored soul. I don't know what that means exactly, but I can't wait to use his abilities that allow me to cheat slightly. Great.
It's very good.
It's so good.
And Robin.
Hi. Hello everyone. I'm Robin. I use she, her as my pronouns, as well as Nelloris Sullenclaw, our Arlynn druid, who hasn't chosen her circle technically yet, but she has mushrooms on her, so I think you could probably figure out where I'm going with the character. Our lovely goth anime loving Arlynn, who you may have remembered I mentioned that she has an anime body pillow in her room, and I being the complete and utter nerd, went to AliExpress and I got myself a little anime body pillow for Nelloris to have for games.
Oh, I gotta find mine. They're packed somewhere. Very
so it's
good.
Yor from Spy X Family, because I love that show so
good show.
much.
It's very good. Wonderful. Well, let's pop down to Wei. Hi, Wei.
Hello, I'm Wei. I use he, him pronouns, and as usual, I'm playing Celdrynn. Don't want to reveal too much, but he's kind of all over the place right now. He's been around, he's gone around, he's finding his place. Yeah. So
maybe the classes will help. Maybe a little direction will be good for Celdrynn.
Exactly.
Fantastic. And hello, Brynn.
Hey, Brynn here. They, them pronouns, playing Arlynn Maddow. You know, she's really excited that she's made a bunch of friends at the university, and I think she's really excited to just, I don't know, hang out with them and see what happens.
Delightful, and we are very excited to see what happens as well. And lastly, over in the corner, Trizelta.
Hello, my name is Trez. I use he, him pronouns, as was my character, Telbron Stevedore, our human Pact of the Genie Warlock. Had to cut her like, wait, what was I playing again?
That we now know is Pact of the Genie, as he now has his item. Fantastic, very exciting. I guess I didn't say at the beginning, I'm Christa. I use she, her, or they, them pronouns. I'm super excited to be in this little box where I am in control of things, which, let's be fair, that's why this is so ridiculous, because I have no control over myself or others. But let's give it a go, shall we? How is everyone feeling about tonight?
Awesome. Excited.
Woot, woot.
There's going to be so much chaos.
Yeah. Well, we're going to do some upkeep, some housekeeping tonight. But we're going to actually maybe use some of the rules that the Strixhaven thing has given us. One of the things that I wanted to provide to you guys is something, it's a little bit of metagaming. So anyone that's watching it, this might be a little bit of metagaming, but rather than, because this is a more performative format, because we want to sort of really engage with all these NPCs, I figured rather than presenting you with like weird, vague descriptions of them, I'm just going to give you a list of all of the characters that are available for NPCs for relationship points and things like that. You've met a number of them. It's also going to have what year they're in currently. They will age with you guys as we go forward. The first years are not actually in a house yet, but I have marked the house that they will go into in later scenes. It also lists their boon and bane. So this is where it gets a little metagamey. So when you have 2 relationship points or negative 2 relationship points with one of the relationshipable characters in Strixhaven, you get a boon or a bane. So it is mostly just color. It doesn't give any real like static effects, but it can affect the gameplay going forward. So I have built incredibly complex, ridiculous Google Sheets to track everybody's relationship.
It's pretty awesome.
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty great.
There's a lot of drop downs, and everything you put in your sheet bumps to my sheet, and then everything in my sheet bumps to your sheet. So everybody is individual and can see their own stuff, but I can see everybody's. So blah, ha, 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 ha. But yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to send you guys this right now. You obviously don't have to look at it right this very moment, but I'm just going to put it in our Ping chat. Thank you, Ping, for providing beautiful video service for this wonderful, wonderful game. Thanks, Brynn.
You're welcome.
Yeah, if you guys want to check that out, just at your leisure. But this way you guys can, like, if you see someone that you think is interesting, is in a school that you would be interested in, one that you're planning on going into, anyone that's in an extracurricular that you think is interesting and you'd like to interact with them and to have more relationship interactions with them, or someone that has a job, that's something you might want to do. But otherwise, or if it's just a boon, say, hey, this sounds really cool, I want to be in on this, can I have relationship interactions with this character? I will make it happen. I just want you guys can tell me whatever it is. So let's get into school. What classes is everyone taking? Because it is mandatory to take the magical it's the name of the episode.
You said you had it right the first time. Physiology.
Yeah, Physiologies. Magical Physiologies is a required course that you have to take for first year. So everyone will be taking that. This year it is taught by Verelda Lang, and you will be doing a exam, 3 exams, in fact, in the first year, that will give you some fun little bonuses. So I think everybody picked their classes that they're going to be in. So you get 3 additional classes. Let's go around and pick them. Let's go the other way of our introductions. Traz, what classes did you pick?
Okay, let me see, because I cannot see my other screen very well with these eyes.
What do your creepy eyes see?
Hey, they're not creepy. Rude.
Beautifully creepy.
Yes.
Okay, I'll take it.
I'll give it.
All right, I got basic magical auras, beginning computational magic, and history of magic and art.
Fantastic. I love those. Very exciting. And Brynn, what classes did you pick?
I lost the link to the Google Doc sheet.
That's okay. Did you put it in your Google Doc sheet?
Yes.
Okay, you chose basic magical auras, beginning computational magic, and beginning incomancy, which is delightful. So a couple of those classes you'll be in together.
Okay.
I'll send you the link
What
to
is-
yours if you want.
What is incomancy? What did I pick? Wow.
It's like
This is
writing
exciting.
magic.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, not Dork Pod. Too many
Strixhaven
documents.
stuff. Oh, I
Strixhaven.
found it. I think.
Yes. Well, my
Found something
computer,
else.
I'm not the most prepared because my computer also just like stopped. It exploded just as we were setting up. And I have my audio too high there. There we go. Where's Arlynn? There's Arlynn. Share. I love this song. This is my favorite one.
This one right now?
Yeah.
Whimsical Town.
I know, it's so good. Fantastic. Okay, so yes, Arlynn, that's your sheet there. So along
you.
with magical physiologies, you're taking basic magical auras, beginning computational magic, and beginning incomancy. Celdrynn, what classes is Celdrynn taking? Did you have a chance to decide on those?
Yeah, I think he's gonna be taking like the others, beginning computational magic. I think he's also going to start with applied evocation 101, and probably something like the psychology of enchantment magic.
Oh, that sounds fun. Okay, wonderful. Make sure you put that in your tracking sheet. But I love those. Those sound so much fun. Robin, what is Nell taking?
Nell is going to be taking Arcanobotany for beginners because mushrooms. She's also going to take History of Magic and Art, and she's really hoping they have some classes on anime and manga in there. That's probably why she signed up for that class in the beginning. I'm not going to lie. And then she also signed up for Inktomancy for beginners.
There you go. Perfect. Then you and Arlynn will be in that class together. And Kelly, what's Kai taking?
Okay, so I'm torn on something right now because I forgot that there was an intro to evocation, and that's literally like most of his spells. So I don't know if that's something he could take at a later date or he could go into advanced in second year. But the ones that he's taking besides that for sure is he's in History of Magic and Art.
Mm-hmm.
He's in Introduction to Archaeomancy.
Okay.
But then it's either Inkomancy or Evocation. And I don't know where he would be better placed.
Yeah, there's I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. It's not going to affect any of your stats. It's just color, but this is a very important question that characters need to ask. So do you feel like he wants to go a little more boom, or does he want to go a little softer with the ink side of things?
All right, we're going to go... He looked at Inkomancy long and hard, and was in that while he was on the wait list for Evocation.
Oh, and then he got into Evocation.
And then he just dropped
Perfect.
Inkomancy.
Oh,
Wonderful. What a mood.
what a mood. What a mood.
This is fantastic. Wonderful. So you guys are going to have your first days of classes. So some of you are going to have your classes together. Some of you, obviously your magical physiology classes are going to be together. And those are going to be ran by Veralda Lang, who is a Witherbloom professor. And she is a dryad, actually. So she is kind of part tree, very earthy looking. And you will be happy to know this, Nelloris, but she is a respected arcanobiologist who predominantly teaches in Witherbloom, but also teaches Quandrix classes in addition to Witherbloom. And she is kind of always does this introduction class to magical physiologies. You guys are mostly going to be studying general magical physiologies, but you're going to be focusing on kind of 3 creatures throughout the year. And the first one you guys are going to be studying are Slatty, which are kind of like froggy type creatures. I forget what they look like.
They look
They're
like
like big giant
yeah.
frog things.
with giant,
there's
like, they look like the Battletoads.
Yes, very much so. They look like
Like-
gross Battletoads. Some of them
really
do
wicked
magic,
claws.
some of them don't. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, you guys are gonna do those. So in class, in your first day of classes, this first one, are you guys all gonna show up together? Is someone late? What do you guys think?
Kai's
I
gonna
know
show
it's
up early.
Kai's gonna show up early. Oh, sits in the front row, near the front, near the back.
In the front.
In the front? Oh,
Yeah.
all right. Who else? Robin, you sounded like you might know.
Yeah, Nelloris is probably there pretty early. Probably walked in with Talbrynn, I'm guessing. And Nelloris will pull Talbrynn to the front. She's gonna drag him. Yeah.
Go ahead, Celdrynn.
Do I get delayed at all because of where my uniform ended up?
Delayed at all?
Because my uniform ended up in the abyss, or is that all good?
No, you're all cleaned up. You did receive it. You're yeah, nothing has come of yet. If there was weird things in your package,
no. That's what I needed to know. Okay,
it's all
cool.
good so far. Yeah. Fantastic. Where would Telbron have chosen to sit if he wasn't dragged to the front? Is he being dragged to the front by Nelloris, or would he have gone anyway?
Probably slightly dragged, but I don't think he wants to sit in the back and try to be purposely out of view because he's probably just going to get the attention anyway.
Valid. Where does Celdrynn sit?
Celdrynn's probably gonna sit in like the back corner somewhere.
Okay.
Probably gonna be practicing his magic, but like in secret, where
Just
he's kind of out of
doing
view.
little things.
Yeah.
Okay, got you. And Arlynn, where does Arlynn sit?
Like the front row, I would
Okay.
expect.
So most of you guys have taken up most of the front row.
Yeah.
Beautiful. This is a very big lecture hall. So like you guys are kind of all just front, mostly center. And yeah, Celdrynn won't really be seen. You guys might even kind of wonder where he is.
I was gonna say Kyle's probably fairly indistinct as well and indecipherable.
Do we recognize him?
I was gonna say, can I
Yeah.
get perception rolls?
He is
from
naturally disguised.
everybody
Oh.
else.
I love I have a
Oh, for-
racial ability for this.
Yes. Does it give like
I-
a contested thing, or is it just you're
it
naturally?
just raises my ability to like be disguised,
Okay.
like when I'm using like a disguise kit or
Uh,
hiding
roll
myself.
roll me a deception then. wanna-
Sure.
I almost had a nat 20. It just sit
Uh,
there.
roll-
and just
roll-
went, nah.
So that's-
With
that's-
advantage though, Kelly.
Oh, really? Okay.
Well, because you
Oh,
have this
that's
ability.
25.
So we don't know where Kyle
Nope.
is.
Perfect. Maybe him and Celdrynn are skipping classes. Maybe magical evocations.
We
went
ran
wrong.
off together.
Exactly.
And Nell starts
but you
doing
do
like
sit-
doodling.
Arlynn does sit on one side of you, and Nelloris does sit on the other side. And you don't notice each other. Are you going to say anything, Kai?
Only when the teacher asks a question.
Okay, so you're not going to say, like, if they sit down right next to you and you don't acknowledge you, you're not going to say anything? That's fine. It's fine if you don't. Just-
I'm here to learn,
Oh.
not to soak.
So wait, who's sitting next to like where? How are we laid out?
It's going to go Arlynn, Kai, Nelloris, Telbron.
Okay. And who notices that they're sitting next to people and who doesn't?
Not
notice?
well, so you notice that you're a person away from Nelloris. So if you want to get up
Okay.
and like sit on the other side of Telbron, you're welcome to.
Oh, but I don't notice.
You don't
notice
recognize
Kai.
Kai at all.
Oh.
I'm wearing
Oh, 'cause he's
glasses.
wearing
How
the
can you tell it's
glasses.
me?
Yeah. He's just a
Right.
person. It's just a
Okay.
body there. Why and you don't want to talk to people you don't know. It's scary.
Well, she might talk to people she doesn't know.
That's
She
true.
might just
You're
monologue,
welcome
to be
to
honest.
you're welcome to just talk to Kai. It's up to you. The professor hasn't shown up yet. There's still empty. There's lots of plants and stuff kind of growing at the front of the.
Where
She'll
are Kai and Celdrynn?
she'll turn to Kai, not realizing it's Kai, and be like, "I see you also brought your learning glasses."
Yeah, they help me with the learning. I like your glasses. They're nice.
I like your glasses. They're nice.
Thanks.
Arlynn, roll me another perception check. I'll give you advantage for actually talking to him.
Oh, I get advantage?
Well, this will kind of be like advantage.
Oh, this is the
getting
advantage.
to roll again.
Okay.
Yeah.
12.
Okay. No, it's some guy in class that also wears glasses. Isn't that cool?
Kind of
Wow.
checks out that Arlynn wouldn't really notice despite talking to him.
She's probably not actually looking. Like she probably saw glasses and then like looked.
Yeah, basically buried her head in her book.
I love that these glasses
She's
turn
she's
my
taking
eyes
notes.
brown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's taking notes even though there's no
Oh,
professor
yeah.
saying anything.
She's just taking notes. Just on the.
Yeah. Would you like to roll perception, Kelly, to see if you can tell what the notes say?
Totally, let's do this. I got a 13. I think that's just
You can
a
also use investigation if that's better for you.
let's go with that because it goes from a 13 to a 12 otherwise. I'll do a 13 out of 13.
Fantastic. You can probably catch a few words. What notes might he catch?
It appears to be a diagram of your glasses.
Fair.
Including like the model number of the glasses, which you'd forgotten from going to the optometrist until now. You see it written out.
Oh my goodness.
You're real perceptive.
Thank you, stranger.
Yeah, no problem, Arlynn.
How do you know my name?
It's literally on the top of your notebook. On every page, you put your name right there in the top corner,
Oh yeah.
along with the
That
date
checks out.
and the. Did you put a time code?
Yes. I timestamp as I work my way down the page, and then afterwards I can go back and I can, calculate my note-taking velocity for the day. I'm warming up right now.
Precious. You'll see Nell has pulled out with her notebook in front of right before class. She's just reading. She's reading manga. It's probably not super spicy. She's probably actually just reading.
You need a really big list of your
Of parody
fake
names,
mangas.
yeah.
Honestly, I
Yeah,
was trying to look through
fucking
Discord because Soul Omen actually sent quite a few.
Are you reading
they
Pirate,
did.
Pirate minus Fantasy? Or Pirate minus Family?
Pirate minus
Yeah.
family.
Yeah, Pirate Minus.
It's
Family.
just
Yep,
One Piece. but,
definitely.
like, you know what? I'm
That's a
making the
great
case
one,
that
then.
One Piece is a manga in this universe too, because there's enough One Piece, it would make it over.
Yeah.
So would it be
I-
in space at this point, though?
Yeah. One Piece in space.
One Piece in space.
It's in the astral sea.
Yep.
If now, Nelloris said she wasn't sure where Celdrynn was. Do you want to make me a
Mhm.
perception check? Celdrynn, are you hiding, or are you just kind of sitting?
No, he's just sitting in the back. He's
Okay.
probably idly trying to cast some leveled spells. I don't know if you'll allow me to roll perhaps a wild magic back here.
Absolutely, you may.
Do you want me to roll a
Depending
d20
on
or
this-
just straight up on the 100?
Roll on the 100,
Alright.
just for funs.
Oh, so I'm assuming since last game you've had a long rest.
You see that?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my god, I don't know what that is yet, but let me look this up.
Yes, look that up. Yes, you've had a long rest since last
Oh,
game.
Cool.
According to the book, not much happens, but
Oh, okay.
'cause I'm
You're-
level.
I mean, that would have been very good. So yeah, what you know in your wild magic sorcery is you regain all expended sorcery points, which means that this isn't big and flashy. So, Robin, what did you roll?
I rolled it. So perception. So I rolled a 2 plus 4 is 6.
Beautiful. No idea. So maybe he slept in. Maybe he got stuck getting lunch. Who knows? He's not here. And Telbron, what are you doing?
Probably talking to Nell, like, did you find anything out about those frogs?
Maybe in a flashback we will see if we found about anything about those frogs.
Yeah. Since
All right,
you
we
needed a way to do
flashback.
it.
Beautiful. Since we have a flashback to the night before, when Mac or Schmacktok so he led you off to go take a look at this other goo. The other one came up with nothing, so this one being fresher, he's hoping he will get some information on. So you guys are going to walk over to the Witherbloom campus. This might be the first time you've been on the Witherbloom campus. It's essentially just a giant swamp.
So are all of us there?
He just walked off with Nell. So if people wanted to follow, they are welcome to. But he offered an elbow to Nelloris and walked off.
Isn't class about to start?
No. Sorry, this is a flashback. This is a flashback to the end of last game because Christa's dumb and was supposed to do this at the very beginning,
were
and
dumb. It's been a
Traz gave me a
while.
good.
Krista,
Flashback.
don't talk about our friend that way. We love her.
Yeah.
But we
fair.
can do stuff in the flashback.
You can do stuff in the flashback. So that we ended last game with Mac leading Nelloris off. So if you guys wanted to follow, he's not. Well, you're welcome to try. We'll see what happens. But you guys would have just finished fighting the frogs, and what would you guys do?
I was up into the infirmary, so I'm not following. I'm going to go get healed. So
wonderful.
I think I was helping someone to the infirmary. Was Kai going to the infirmary too?
No, Kai was fine.
Oh.
But like,
I think it was mostly Traz that took.
If you know,
Yeah,
what, I'll say that Kai went to the infirmary with you as well because someone had to carry Telbron.
I wasn't down by the time, but I was definitely beat up.
You had like a hit point left.
I had 7 next to that.
Oh, 7. Right.
Yeah.
So I wasn't
Regurgitating
quite
a
in bad
potion into
shape.
your mouth.
Yes.
Yes, I baby birded him. That's right. That's right.
For his first kiss, being baby birded a magic potion. Wild. Celdrynn, would you have gone to the infirmary with everyone else, or would you have followed Urge, Mac, and Nelloris?
Let's say he followed Nelloris and just to see what's going on.
Sure. Are you like sneaky following them, or are you just like going with them?
I'll ask. I'll be like, hey, like, can I tag along to? Where are you guys going?
I sure. I'm sure if that's okay with Mac, we were just going to analyze the goo that came from like the mimic and the frogs, and we're just gonna do some like experiments on it.
Celdrynn's gonna look to Mac and he's gonna be like,
He's gonna.
could I?
He's this giant orc.
Yeah, he's
and
gonna look up.
Kinda,
It's like,
yeah, he'll kind of look down and look further down towards Nell and look a little bit disappointed and go, yes, of course. Always more hands.
am
more
I
hands, less work.
disturbed? Oh,
Oh gosh, no, not at all. Very, very much, very good help. Very good help. Please come. It's Celdrynn, correct?
yeah, Celdrynn, and
Yes.
kind of extends his hand up.
And he'll shake it. Yes, of course. Let's go. We've just got to go over to the Witherbloom campus.
All right. Like grabs his bag and stuff.
Perfect. So you guys are gonna walk off, leaving poor wounded Telbron behind, to be led off to the infirmary by. I love this, like, I'm giving you your first kiss, and I brought you back to life, and this is amazing and romantic, and ooh, science.
Yes, yeah.
It's so good.
100% checks out.
Just 100,
Yeah.
yes. How does Telbron feel about this?
Probably your head's still spinning a little bit, to be honest.
Fantastic. Okay, well let's head to the infirmary. Kai, Telbron, and Arlynn. Yes, Kai looking very cool. He is not indistinguishable at the moment. You need a little tub of hair wax just to continuously.
I didn't use the mousse tonight. I just got my hair cut and washed, so it's a little puffier. Normally my hair naturally curls, but I gotta help it today.
Beautiful. Yeah, are you guys are gonna head to the infirmary? Are you gonna stop anywhere on the way? Are you gonna stay with Telbron?
All right. How bad did you get hurt?
Enough to knock me down. But
Yeah, that's not much, bro.
it's felt a wound.
I mean, they were frogs.
Yeah, those weren't normal at all.
Nah, they were frogs with a drip, yo. Well, let's get you patched up with the nurse, right?
Yeah, the heat potion I got did most of the work, but Make sure they didn't do anything weird. He's just kind of look at the marks going,
Oh yeah, you're gonna get warts on your dick. I mean, like, more warts.
Arlynn,
Really?
Arlynn will like step further away. Just,
really?
Can Faye get warts? Arlynn?
I do not have any warts.
Yeah, well, you don't, but like... Because, like, warts are transmissible, right? Like, you know... Like MPV? Magical papillomavirus? I mean, I know most people are, like, vaccinated before they, like, go to school, but, like... Yeah.
Oh. God damn it.
Arlynn,
A couple of people
I'm
at
just wondering,
seats.
bro.
A
I'm just
couple
wondering.
people that are like at seats, like kind of looking at me.
What, you got vaccinated, right?
Yeah, yes.
You guess?
Yeah. I gotta
You don't
call
guess
my
about
mom.
vaccines, bro.
He's gonna get up and leave.
Don't be a joke. Get the poke.
Wonderful. So you guys are gonna head towards the infirmary. You make it there without any horrible things. Arlynn walking possibly a little further away from Celdrynn. And the nurse will see you in and will confirm that you seem to be wounded, but there's no weird curses on you. You don't seem to be poisoned in any way. Unless you specifically ask her, she is not going to investigate if there's any warts anywhere in particular.
Yeah, he's not gonna ask. He's just like, really?
Unless Kai
Really?
really insists.
I'm just saying that if you haven't got your vaccine, like, you might be too late, but you should probably get in on it before you go any further with anyone, you know?
Look, my father may be an ass, but he was serious about his vaccines.
Okay, for a sec, I was worried you were going somewhere. I really didn't want you to go with that. Like, do you need... Is there one of those anatomy dolls with, like, all of, like, the organs in it
Of
nearby?
course there is, yes.
Can you show me on my friend here where your dad...
Just the glare. The glare.
Just like,
The nurse will... I have more students to see, please. You
Right.
can have this
Thank you.
discussion outside.
Nice, bet. Are these free? I mean, he's just gonna say that and reach in and grab a handful of condoms out of the bin? Because, you know, it's a university.
Yes, it's tons of those. A bunch of dental dams. Yeah.
He's
Couple
just gonna,
packs of gum.
like a hungry kid on Halloween. He's gonna...
100%. Lovely. Arlynn, are you doing anything in the nurse's office?
No, she's probably just like hanging out. Probably like kind of like blushing now after this like conversation. I don't think she deals well with like intimacy.
Hey, Arlynn. Yo, we're heading out. You coming?
Coming. Not like that.
No, it's okay. Oh, also, here. Mage armor. And I'll slide her a condom.
She'll
Better-
not pick it up. That's
Okay.
okay.
It's always better to have, like, an extra thing for your spell slots. Just saying.
The sign just above Kai's head says, "Don't forget to wrap your wand before you cast spells." Thanks, Robin.
You know what? He is gonna tap it twice. Just kind of
Yes!
like a...
Can
Arlynn.
we just go?
Yeah.
Celdrynn will grab a few too before he leaves.
Roll me a sleight of hand and perception
Just in case.
for Kai and Arlynn.
That's an 11.
15.
Did you get a now one?
Pretty damn close.
You knock over the whole fucking bowl.
Yeah, that's a 4 with its.
You knock over the whole bowl, and everybody turns. Everybody in the office turns. Kai and Arlynn in particular will just sort of.
Not a.
Bro, I grabbed you some. I'm not having, like, not having this much luck, okay? Not this week, anyway.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Oh,
Celdrynn believes in you.
here. Strawberry. Throw him a strawberry one. Or do you want the snug fit?
Just give me whatever.
I hate how well you play a shitty college guy, Kelly.
He's so proud of himself. I love it.
It took me a lot. Like, I was really debating the snug one joke. I was trying to how to do this tasteful in a way that I would feel comfortable with. But I think snug fit is. Snug
There is
fit.
no, yeah.
I've already made it awkward enough knocking everything over. To be fair.
So, like, do you want medium, halfling? What do we want? A gnomish delight?
Surprisingly large.
Surprisingly large, and it has like a pop rock effect, where it's like pow pow, zoom zoom.
Oh no!
This is a fancy school if they're giving out those type of fancy condoms.
It's a private education.
At last, Kai will hold up Orc, which is just a regular sized one.
Yeah.
But it's got like an extra durable label on it.
Yeah, he's
It's
gonna
just
take
green.
that one.
Poor Arlynn.
Good call.
We will cut over to the Witherbloom campus to this mayhem as a nurse comes out to scoop up the condoms back into a bowl while glaring at you. So you guys have gone to the Witherbloom campus into one of the buildings that is the laboratories, and everything is covered in different kind of plant life from all over the place. Certain rooms you can see from like the sweat on the window looking in. Clearly these are like grow rooms, like really hot tropical grow rooms. Some you can see sort of ice around it for like interesting subarctic kind of plants, because you know they're magical. But Mac will walk you in and let you both into a room that just has a few little stations at it, and there's a couple other students that are working on things, and these are kind of just little private stations that you can kind of use when you want to do your own little experiments. He will lead you guys to a table.
So this is the Witherbloom campus, isn't it? Oh, this is way better than the brochures.
Yes, the smell is both horrifying and very welcoming.
Oh, I love it.
Celdrynn, what school were you thinking of joining?
He like takes a deep breath out and he's like, hold on. I was thinking of joining. I'm sorry, what was the question again?
Oh, I'm sorry. People aren't always used to this. He's gonna reach into a pocket and pull out something that looks kind of like a smelling salt, and he'll crack it and hand it to you. And it just smells like a really nice fresh breeze. Just hold on to that.
Ooh, that's much better. I was thinking of joining. I believe it's called Silverquill.
Oh yes, very lovely. was a little too clean for my liking. He's pristine, but a little too clean for my liking. But yes, definitely understood. Let's. I don't know if you're particularly scientifically inclined, but we're going to pull out some beakers.
Excellent. And he's like looking around, and can I help in any way?
Yes, absolutely. He'll point to like a couple of shelves, and he'll get both of you to kind of like grab some beakers and grab some Bunsen burners and some different scientific things that Christa has been out of high school for far too long to remember the names of. And
Are there any interesting like looking, like any like moving plants or anything like that catches his eye?
Not in this room. This room is kept pretty. It's not pristine. Like there's definitely like kind of plants everywhere, but they look like plants that have been like left here because a student's working on them.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, this is kind of like a workroom that's kept separate for multi-purpose.
Got it.
Yeah, there's still some cool looking plants that you've probably never seen before.
Yeah, he's gonna like kind of lean into plants around him that are interesting as he's carrying these things back to the table.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, Mac, what are your thoughts on this weird goo? What could you think it could be? What are we looking for?
Oh, well, the other one from the mimic that you slew, that one was, well, it did solidify into something of a balm. This one seems to be doing something quite similar, but I'm interested in discovering if there's any magical properties to it, because the other one had none, had no poison, had no magic to it. So I'm not sure if that just dissolved out of it, or perhaps it's, yes, I'm not quite sure. We'll have to see with this one. But we're going to be testing for magical residues.
Ooh, and her ears will like park up at that, and she's gonna like lean in really close to try and like.
He's gonna pull over like a stool, like it's more like a little like tiny step ladder, like those little stairs you get for dogs to get up to bed. It's like that, but like it goes up to the edge of the table. There are clearly a bunch of them around here, but he's gonna pull one up for you.
Oh, thank you.
Of course, yes. You realize as he's standing like really close to you, and your like faces are real close together, and then like kind of shuffles aside a little bit and starts working on something.
Do you think the frogs were turned into these monstrosities, or do you think they were temporarily turned into frogs?
Well, that is an entirely good question. They were not some kind of species that I've ever seen before, not even on the Witherbloom campus, and we have some interesting things out in the detention bog. But I would guess that they turned into the greater thing. Yes, many things that you will find you'll be able to explore as soon as you're a Witherbloom student. Yes, so yes, Celdrynn, to answer your question, I do believe they were turned into some type of creature, but we'll see with this. And he starts like kind of scraping out a little bit out of his little vial and using the beakers and stuff, and he's distilling little bits, and things are popping and stuff. And he's gonna be blathering on about like while things are waiting to be done, he's gonna be like pointing out like different projects of like this guy's working on this thing, and it's a plant that is 5 times stronger than caffeine and will keep you awake for 4 days, and all these kind of like funny things that he's creating. And as you guys are talking about this, the door opens, and a large dryad walks in who looks like a walking, like a tiny ent, basically. Like everything is like wood crusted with almost antlers that look like tree branches. And they open the door for this beautiful woman that seems to be at this point showing up a lot recently, with their raven dark hair, their slightly pointed ears, and wearing a first year's uniform. and they will walk in together. And Celdrynn will definitely recognize this woman, as she is this gorgeous person who possibly knows an old friend of his. And they will walk in and as if to sort of investigate the room and sort of take a look around.
Has she noticed us yet?
Doesn't seem to. They're you guys, your back's kind of like you've turned to look at the door, but she's kind of looking at the rest of the room.
But we've noticed them.
You've noticed them, yeah.
I'm assuming that I was like in between her and Nelloris, and
Yes.
Celdrynn's gonna slowly position himself on the other side, hiding behind Nelloris, even though she's like half his size. He's gonna shrink down.
Okay. Mac will take quite a slight look to you, but like won't say anything. And so we'll just like kind of looks a little odd and kind of like makes a look at Nelloris in this kind of like, should we be concerned kind of eye look.
Nelloris is gonna give the like classic like, man, probably not.
We probably should.
He does this.
Beautiful. Cool. So you guys are going to sit there and distill. The Dryad and this woman are going to walk around slowly. Aurora, you did learn her name was Aurora, as she asked Kai out for a drink. And they're gonna they'll kind of walk around and they'll kind of like look and see what you guys are working on, but they're not gonna talk. They're just gonna walk by and won't notice you though. Won't notice you, Celdrynn, as your head is pretty far forward. And once they're on the other side of you, Mac is hiding you. So they'll eventually walk around and then walk out.
So Mac, I know we talked a little bit of this at the booth, but you were like interested in looking into like sentient mushrooms and like maybe having them as a familiar or something.
Yes, absolutely. I'm terribly interested in that. I thought that would be, well, you know that, obviously you know that mushrooms have quite the connection that goes over entire continents. And so I thought it would be very interesting to see if one could be brought to life as such. I do believe there are certain sentient type mushrooms on certain planes. So I have been sort of investigating with some of the more astrophysically with some of the Quandrix students to sort of get some information about planar travel and to see if they've heard of anything like that on any of their researches. Unfortunately, I haven't got any yet, but I believe that as many casters have the ability to summon a familiar, they seem to be able to summon whatever they please. I have even heard of people summoning sentient books to be their familiars. So I thought, why shouldn't it be a mushroom? Or perhaps a log with a log of moss, anything that is living.
Do you know the find familiar spell?
I have been researching it. I found a scroll of it, but I wanted to be able to cast it on my own whim. So I haven't yet. But I would be happy to give you the scroll.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yes. I have it in my dorm at the moment. But perhaps I could bring it to yours.
Sure. That would be great.
He blushes. Just a darker green. It's hard to tell.
Yeah.
And as this, you hear a little, the little vial that was filling goes far enough down and goes thunk as the little weight that it was on finishes filling. He goes, oh, okay. And starts taking notes and writing things down and staring at something and muttering under his breath, and then goes, oh, damn. Oh, so sorry. Dang it. Sorry, the Orcish comes out in the common, and it's always very harsh. There doesn't seem to be any magical residue left, but it is definitely the same substance. As
Interesting.
Yes. So we we best keep an eye out. And he'll kind of indicate to both of you of like, we best keep an eye out to see if any of this happens again. Because if it's happened twice, I would be worried. It does seem like some kind of balm or unguent or something like that, but I can't decipher its origin.
Huh.
Do we know where the frog or the mimic came from?
Well, I don't believe there's any mimics on it. From what I was listening to the professors, there's not normally mimics on campus. There are plenty of frogs in numerous things. We try not to keep any other frog-like creatures. We don't have any like Sladdy, for example. We study those, but we don't have any example. You'll learn about those in your class tomorrow. But yes, no, but there are normally frogs, so the frogs could definitely have been from campus, but I don't know where the mimic would have come from. But, I mean, if this is some kind of transformation unguent that only is a temporary magical item, it is entirely possible that it transformed a simple trunk into a mimic.
Oh. Interesting.
Very.
This has been so much fun. I can't wait for horticulture club, because I just can't wait to spend time here with you and all the plants and all the mushrooms and just doing science.
When you say excited to spend time here with you, he gets the biggest orky grin, just real smiley, and then kind of remembers that Celdrynn's here as well, and is, well, yes, thank you both so terribly much. You've been absolutely very, very helpful. Celdrynn, I know this might not be your favorite place to be, but you are always welcome if you'd like to come do some experiments.
Thank you. And he kind of nods and he says, I'm definitely getting used to it.
It is an acquired taste. It really is more of a taste than a smell, isn't it?
Yeah, it kind of just sits there in your mouth and in your whole face.
Yes. Well, keep that salt. If you soak it in water, you can snap it again.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, of course.
Tucks it in.
I'm going to clean up, but do you remember your way out?
I believe so, and even if I get a little bit lost, that'll still be fun.
I'm sure we can find a way.
I believe in both of your ingenuities.
It was great seeing you again, Mac. Thank you so much.
You too, Nelloris. You have a lovely day, and have a good first day of classes. Perhaps
thank you.
tomorrow evening I will drop off that scroll.
That would be great.
Wonderful. Goodbye, Celdrynn. I'll see you soon, I'm sure.
Kind of waves.
And you guys will head off. And then we Telbron. So, what did you find out?
So definitely the same substance as the mimic, but no magical residue was left on it yet. So still stumped, but Mac was thinking that it could be like some sort of transformation that's turning these creatures all weird. But we need to find more samples to get more studies done.
With our luck, I'm sure we'll find another one.
Yeah, we seem to have that. Oh, also, Mac's gonna come by my dorm room later tonight to drop off a scroll for Find Familiar, because I really want to get a familiar, and I want it to be a mushroom, because I have all these guys growing on me, but they don't really talk. I think they talk, but I don't think they really actually talk to me. So it'd be cool to have some mushroom to talk to.
The scroll's gonna be able to help you do that?
Well, yeah, I think so. If I, as a preemptive, Witherbloom student, I was reading in the book that we sometimes are able to get a spell that we can sometimes cast like once a day or something like that. And I was really hoping it would be find familiar. So it's like a limited thing that I could probably do, but it'd be cool to have it as long as I don't kill it. Like if it doesn't die, you know, I don't have to resummon it.
Sure, it'll be all right. Do you need any ingredients besides the scroll to summon it?
I forget if the feat says that I need to have my components for the spell or not. Robin, because that's part of the Strixhaven initiate thing. I'm just do cantrips, blah blah blah. You cast without a spell slot, and you must finish a long rest before you can cast it some way. Do. It doesn't say anything about not having the spell components, but I can cast it without a spell slot. We all get this.
It is verbal somatic material. The material components are 10 GP worth of charcoal, incense, and herbs that must be consumed by fire in a brass brazier.
Fire! I don't know the spell, but I'm sure I'll find out when I get the scroll. I'm sure there's some sort of ritual. I'm sure I'll have to draw like a pentagram on the floor to summon my mushroom. It'll be great.
That seems something more like I would do, not a druid.
I'm summoning a plant, not a demon. You want to come help summon it, though?
Sure. Maybe I'll have some of the ingredients that you might need once we find out what it is.
That'd be great. And she'll like lean into Celdrynn a bit.
He'll lean back.
Your professor will walk in. She, as I said, is dryad, very leafy, very green. Unlike the dryad that Nelloris and Celdrynn saw the day before, very vibrant and light and full of life. And she will sort of it almost looks like she kind of floats in, but her dress is still all plants, so possibly still part of her, but it looks like she almost just floats her way in, perhaps almost like the vines coming off her tendrils. She sort of floats her way in, and with a broad smile on her face, comes to the front of the classroom, and her voice is something like dried leaves in the wind. Like it's raspy, but like light. Christa is getting over a throat thing, so probably not going to do it the best. But yeah, she's going to welcome everyone, and I forgot her name already. She's got Veralda Lang. Hello, everyone. I am Professor Lang, and welcome to Magical Physiologies. I hope you're all very excited. I know this is a required course, and not all of you want to be here, but I will try to make it as engaging for everyone as much as presumably our young friend here with her very own mushrooms with her. We shall start by taking attendance just for the first class. We won't do this going forward because there's a lot of you. And she'll go through and take attendance for everybody, and it'll take half the class, as these giant courses often do.
Yes.
And she will start by explaining the way that the course is going to go. Basically, you're going to have you're going to learn some generic things about sort of general magical physiologies, but you're going to focus on 3 creatures. This year you are going to focus on Slatty, owl bears, and Christa forgot the third one. Da-da-da-da-dee. It's, of course, like the one that's after all of the crazy information. It's not the easy one. Oh, there we go. And Otyugs.
Oh.
But how do you spell that?
Don't worry about it.
Yughs. Otyugs.
They've only ever shown up in like one game ever, and it was like
Okay.
a session I ran of season 1 of Shards of Nirn. They're big,
Oh, wow, okay.
they're big poo-eating monsters.
Okay.
What?
Cool.
Yeah,
Amazing.
like,
Amazing. Wait, how do you spell this? I need to look this up now. I'm sorry.
Otyghs. Otyughs. Otygh. Yes, Solomon has spelled it correctly in the chat.
Oh my god, that's fantastic. I love it.
they're
Great.
you can use them as a sewer system.
Amazing.
They're right up your alley.
Yeah. Yup.
So that's your familiar.
That's,
No, mate.
Oh goodness. Yeah, so she will do all of that fun stuff of a first class where you just do the overview. You guys are given course outlines. And I presume Arlynn takes incredibly fastidious detailed notes. Yes, very good. All time stamped. Does anyone at the end, once she's handed everything out, does anyone have any questions before we dismiss our first session?
How do you spell that again?
You guys all hear Celdrynn from the back corner, and he's been here the whole time. Yes, of course. O-T-Y. In common, it's O-T-Y-U-G-H-S. Or were you asking about slatty? Because it's often misspelled as salads, and that is incorrect.
All right. You hear like the scribbles, line from line, the scribbles, page turn, scribble, slutty.
Yeah, S-A-A-D-I. 2 A's, but not where you'd think they'd be.
Is that a Marvel reference?
Is that a
Yep.
JoJo reference? It wasn't meant to be until I was finished saying it. I was like, wait, that's a Marvel thing now.
Yep, that's a Marvel thing now.
Gotta say it like she does.
I haven't heard it yet.
Oh,
Go watch it.
I
right
know.
now. We'll wait for
I
you.
know. Okay, I'll see you guys later.
Bye.
See you in a couple hours. Any other questions?
What's your favorite mushroom?
Oh, well, I am a big fan of oyster mushrooms myself. They're very large. Yes,
Mhm.
those are my favorites. Both beautiful to look at and wonderful to eat.
That's true. I used to get in trouble for just eating random mushrooms. One time it was a trip.
Yes, you must be careful with those. There are many plants that look very similar to good plants that are not so good plants. Yes. Any other questions?
so out of the 3 you're teaching, which one's your favorite to teach? Did you find the most
Oh.
interesting?
That is a very good question. No one's ever asked me that. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Stevedore. Yes. You hear a little bit of whispering in the rest of the class. Yes. Well, perhaps owl bears. I do love owl bears. They're so. They are often very aggressive, but they are wonderful to study. They are beautiful, cohesive family units. I think we're going to have to call that unless there's any further questions, because Christa can't continue to do this voice.
Who?
I think we're giving you a break. Yes. My throat is getting scratchy just listening to your throat getting scratchy.
Go drink some water.
I got Fresca. That'll work.
There we go. I'm
Ah.
gonna hydrate. I hydrate before you dehydrate.
Exactly. Wonderful. In that case, you will let the class out. And is there anything else that anybody wanted to do on their first day of classes? This is your last class of the day. It's gonna kind of it's you do a whole year semester, so you kind of rotate your class days, but this is your last one for the day.
Does anyone want to go get like ice cream or something? It's still kind of summery out and it's kind of warm.
I love ice cream.
Yes. Where is
Sounds good
Kai?
to
I
me.
haven't seen him all day.
They called his name, but
I know. I didn't see him. No.
Is there a tree nearby?
Totally. Absolutely. There's a dryad. You can walk behind the dryad.
I walk behind the dryad. Hold on, and then this naturally happens. There we go.
Boing. Boing.
Someone call me?
Oh, Kai. Where have you been?
Here? Where have you been?
We didn't see you all day.
You should pay attention.
I was. You're very striking and handsome and
well, thank you very much.
attractive
Well,
and
Yeah,
easy to spot.
based. Yeah.
Do you want to get ice cream with us? We were trying to do an ice cream thing.
Frilio?
Maybe. Probably.
Yeah, no cap. Let's go.
All right. Okay, Celdrynn. Talbryn, come on.
Yeah.
We're going to
Yeah, I'm
ice it up.
coming. All right.
Okay, good. And she'll like link her arm in Talbryn's.
So,
Celdrynn will grab his stuff and like come down the stairs.
Join up with everybody.
dude, hurry, we're getting creamed.
Oh, what? Oh, I see.
We're getting ice cream.
Arlynn, are you coming?
Yeah.
Arlynn, put a timestamp.
Damn.
We're getting froyo.
I thought we were getting ice cream.
We're
Same
getting
thing.
the group is getting a cream. Group cream.
Celbron, roll me a d20.
Oh, me.
Yeah. No reason.
I have concerns because I
Don't worry about it.
It's probably nothing, really. Like
6.
One of the numerous condoms that fell yesterday falls out of your pocket. And
Celdrynn sees it and he picks
Yep.
it up. He's like, "What is this?"
that is a Minotaur edition.
Oh,
For the extra horny.
sorry, Telbrun. I think you dropped this.
Quickly grabbed it.
Years.
I love them so much. This is the best thing
Wonderful.
I've made. Nell's gonna just like eyes are huge and just like she's just gonna walk forward. She's just like, okay, let's go.
Wonderful.
And then she's gonna look at the thing saying Minotaur and then go even darker red color.
And you all continue towards the ice cream shop. Wonderful. What's everybody getting?
Oh boy, what would fantasy flavors be?
Do they have like
Let me-
gelato?
100%, yeah.
Nice. Kai's gonna order by being up there and being like, "Yeah, can I get a can I get a sample of that? The green,
Yeah, of course.
yeah, the
yeah.
gray one with the purple bits.
Yeah, scoops.
What is this?
It's Ranganberry?
Bruh.
It's not to everyone's taste.
He'll scrape it off his tongue with the back of the spoon.
Would you like a different sample?
Yeah.
We have raspberry. Scoops raspberry.
Raspberry, it's fine.
Yeah, he'll hand it to you.
Yeah.
It's very spicy.
Wow, how is this spicy?
Oh, sorry, that's the raspberry. You want raspberry. Got it. And they'll
mean,
get you one that is
I'm
a
fine
slightly
with
more. Oh, you like it?
It's fine, but
Here, and they'll give you a raspberry one, and this one's much nicer.
how is this spicy?
I think that's just cold. Do we have a dentist on campus if it's like real?
Have you gotten your teeth checked up lately, Kai?
Yeah, I had somebody check it the other night.
Where they were
Oh.
certified.
No, it's mixing with that first one. Ah.
I know what I want. Do you have black licorice pink bubblegum swirl?
We do. Yeah, one sec, and the walks down the very end. Did you want soft serve or regular ice cream?
I like it soft,
Wonderful.
unlike most things.
So how loud did she say that?
She whispered it.
Purposefully. Thank you so much. We'll get you. The guy doesn't hear it. He'll serve pink. It's like hot pink and black, and we'll hand it over to you. And we'll look to the rest of you for orders.
What would be the equivalent of cookies and cream in D&D?
Cookies and cream. It's,
Okay. He will
Yep.
take that.
We'll give you
So
a
I'm just
big...
still deciding next to Arlynn, and he's like, should I get the blueberry bullet blast, or should I get wish cream?
Oh,
No, you're that
put them
first
together.
one.
That's a good idea. I'll have a blueberry bullet blast and a wish cream together.
Of course. Good choice. Put those two together.
What was
And-
the dragonberry one?
The raspberry? Oh, I
Wasn't
said
there a dragon?
Rogan berry.
Oh,
It kind of tastes like worms. Maybe it tastes like your mom's cooking.
can I get one raspberry, please? The big one.
Raspberry or raspberry?
Yes, please. Yes.
Together?
No.
A double. Do you want the spicy one?
Yes.
Okay. And a double. A big one. Triple.
Yes, please.
Hands you over a giant cone with
Thank
a
you.
spoon.
Yes.
And did you decide on what you wanted there, man? The spice finally get out of your face?
Yeah. Pumpkin spice.
Oh, we actually just got that back in. Good timing.
Yeah.
It's so spicy. And you're so basic.
You know, a lot of people say this
Arlynn
is
will say,
basic.
eating her.
Don't shame me for my taste in pumpkins.
They're it's
No.
basic for a reason. It's real good.
Nell's gonna be looking at Telbron and just starts doing weird shit with the ice cream cone. She's
I know
like,
you're doing this to mess with Traz, but it's hurting me.
I'm doing both of you, and I'm enjoying it so much.
phrasing.
I
Phrasing.
know.
God.
Of course, I do that right as sure she says that right as I take a drink.
Correct.
Swallow,
Oh my God.
Traz, swallow.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I will.
no.
I'll rein it in. I'll rein it in.
will you? Will you?
No, you
though?
won't.
No.
No.
Nope.
Damn it, random! Don't join in. Good gracious.
I mean,
Oh.
unless you're like into that.
Not you too. Oh my god, you're all out to kill me.
So someone clip that. Joke's on you. You can't clip stuff on YouTube.
This will air later,
Yes,
so
you
we
can.
can clip
Yes,
it.
you can. No, after
You
it's
can
published,
now.
you can.
Nice.
After it's published, not
Yeah.
yet.
It's probably gonna go
for
on
safe.
TikTok anyway. Let's be fair.
Mhm.
Cheesy crazy.
Cheesy crazy?
Beautiful. Okay. Well, do you guys want to do anything aside from your ice cream? Do you have any events you want to go, like any extracurriculars you wanted to go investigate?
What
Yeah,
day
I
of
got-
the week is it?
It's Wednesday.
It's Thirst Day, according to what you guys are doing.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's every day. Let's be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can. So let's do this. Let's have everyone will fade out on a beautiful day of ice cream. There is the rest of the sort of we're gonna kind of do some downtime for the most part until we get to the first exam. So you've got about a month or so that we'll just kind of like what you guys want to do. Like we've talked about extracurriculars, we've talked about jobs. Did you guys want to talk about what those give you statistically?
Sure, we could do that. I'm sure
Yes, I love
that would be
statistics.
something. Yeah, and,
At least Arlynn does.
really
and I
want
think
ice cream
too.
now.
I do too.
Right?
I have ice cream in the freezer, and I'm so excited to get that at the break.
Oh, I think I do too. Yeah. Fade to ice cream. Like the relationship point system that Strixhaven has, it also has some interesting additional little mechanics for having extracurriculars, having jobs, and your exams. So having an extracurricular does two things. Two things. You can have up to 2 extracurriculars total, or 1 and a job. So if you guys are thinking you might want a job, I don't know if Celdrynn might be someone that might be looking for a job. But so you can pick either 2 extracurriculars or 1 extracurricular and a job. Picking an extracurricular gives you 1 relationship point with someone else in that extracurricular, as well as it gives you a student die. And a student die functions a little bit like a bardic inspiration in that it's a D4 that you can roll on a skill check after rolling the die, but before finding out the outcome.
Mm-hmm.
You can use it once per long rest, but it needs to be on a skill check that is associated with the extracurricular.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so, like for the silk ball, mine would be athletics and intimidation.
Precisely. So once per day, you can roll an additional D4 on an athletics or intimidation. Okay. The other part is you get an additional relationship point. So make sure that you track those on your tracking sheets. It will list under extracurriculars of who you picked. Please also put that under your people you've picked.
So there's only one person in the Iron Lifter Society, so I'm picking them.
Yes. So for your purposes, if you would like to pick either Greta, who is the only technical NPC in there, but we have kind of put Bagheera in there. So theoretically, we can say that Bagheera is instead of Greta, and we can just put her as a
No,
relationship NPC.
Greta's my
instead.
bro.
Okay, fantastic. We love that. And then with jobs will also do the relationship point, but instead of a student die, you get a wage, which we're kind of just doing for color because we have a couple of very rich people, a couple of people that are kind of middle class, and then someone who's maybe struggling a little and I like the dynamics of it all. So it's all going to stay for color. No one's going to want for anything if you really want it in character, but it adds a little fun. Wonderful. So has anyone chosen their extracurriculars?
Yeah.
Kai.
All right, so because it's not in the rules specifically to join to see if you can try out for Mage Tower. It looks like the ones that he's gonna do for first year at least are gonna be Silk Ball and Iron Lifters.
Fantastic.
Which means that I
Mage
have-
Tower. So go ahead.
That means I have 3 athletic specializations.
That's ridiculous, but makes sense.
And who did you
Such a
pick? You
bro.
picked Greta, and who did you pick for your second?
I don't know any of the characters from the Silk Ball, so I'm gonna have to just like look them up real quick.
Sure. Who are they again?
So it's Javanesh Stoutclaw, Melthorn, and Telena Capule or Capule.
They're all in the NPC doc that Christa shared at the very beginning of the game.
Melwithorn is the Dryad. Javnesh is the ruffled up Owlin, who is the assistant manager / bouncer at Bow's End. You guys did meet him briefly. I think he was at the intramural Silkfall table when you met. And then the other one, Telena. She's in the chess club and the Silk Ball club, so she's very multi-dimensional.
So what is Silk Ball like? Is it like rugby?
That's what I picture.
I think that's how we looked up the rules to it, if I
Or is it more
remember.
like soccer.
That's not. I just spelled rules. ROOLS.
Yeah, that's how you spell it. If you're an orc.
It's a better way of spelling it.
Yeah.
Can someone tell me whether this is a new thing or old thing? Like, do I gotta make it up? Okay.
I think you might have to
It's
make
like
some
a
of it
cross
up.
between lacrosse and dodgeball. I
Okay,
like
as long as
this
it's
one.
not like tetherball.
No.
Lacrosse and
I like-
dodgeball. That Jesus.
That is not the official thing. It's a guy on Reddit that's like, this is how we play Silk Ball, because there are no actual rules.
Yeah, like it's one of those like we have this, but there's nothing in here for it. You're like,
Yeah, so we're gonna make up the sport.
Exactly.
I'm gonna keep looking at extracurriculars actually, because that sounds like it's like I'm not really feeling it now that I think about it.
Totally fine. Yeah. Oh, and I was gonna say Mage Tower specifically isn't in the extracurriculars because later in one of the years there is a big Mage Tower event thing. And so I think that's why they left it out of the extracurriculars. There is a point where you kind of have to play Mage Tower, so
Nice.
be prepared for that. Okay, well, so while Kai's looking and maybe considering his second one, who else has theirs picked? Tilbron.
so I am also doing Silk Ball.
Fantastic. Who did you pick as your person, or have you?
I think
picked
I'm
him?
gonna pick Melithorn.
He's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I'm only gonna have one because I think Tilbron technically has a job with his family. I think he's still gonna have to technically do it.
Fair, yeah. You're welcome to take a second one because that's just character stuff. I'm not going to count that as a job. I think the only reason you can only get the 2 is because of the relationship point stuff. So it's up to you. I will leave.
Might leave that one open because he has things he wants to do at school. So I think he's gonna just take the one.
Wonderful. And you can always you can drop an extracurricular at any time. It just means you lose the student die and you lose the relationship point, but you can swap it to something right away afterwards. It's not like I guess regular college is kind of like that.
Yeah.
And Robin.
So obviously Nelloris took the Fantastical Horticulture Club as her thing. Her choice was Mac. And then she's also gonna get a job at the campus magic labs
Beautiful.
as well, which is also a relationship point with Mac as well.
Wonderful. Okay, well that means we have our first boon. So you are going to have a boon with Mr. Urjmaktok. And so he is going to. So if you can make sure you mark him as having 2.
Okay.
And now I just
it did filled in stuff for me.
perfect.
No matter the subject, you can always find a partner to study with, whether it's Urjmaktok or a classmate doing him a favor.
So this is just kind of fun color, but when we start to do like studying, when you study together, it sometimes makes it easier, makes your rolls a little bit easier. So theoretically, if you didn't have anyone to study with, then you could study with him, and you'll always have someone to study together with.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's what the boons are. They're kind of fun. There's also banes. So if people decide to, again, I'm not going to tell you to have negative relationship points with people. That is your decision to have negative relationship points with people. I might suggest some occasionally, but
I know a negative one for later.
Oh, okay.
So.
I'm excited. Okay, well let's finish our extracurricular talk. Brynn, I know you were talking about possibly a job.
Yeah, I was wondering if I could change it a bit, and if Arlynn could also work at the campus magic labs, specifically. So I don't know, is there more depth on what's supposed to happen at the campus magic lab somewhere, or
You can make up whatever you want it to be.
oh, phenomenal.
Yes.
I was thinking she should work as like a lab assistant at doing like physics experiments. I assume they do magic physics experiments where they like slam things together.
Sure. Yeah.
And I think that would be up her alley. So, explosions or concussive impacts. She probably, I mean, I'm assuming it's overseen by a professor, but she would like help set stuff up and
Yeah.
record data, presumably.
Okay. Yes, I love that. That you can absolutely be a lab assistant.
Okay.
And we can you are welcome to roleplay that as little or as much as you like. If you think of some hilarious magic experiments you would like to participate in, let me know and we will do that.
Well, I think it like the rest of the party thinks she's just a lab assistant or whatever, but then they like come and see her sometime, and just behind her like something will explode or something, or like I don't know, a huge boulder will go flying across and be like, yes, science.
I love this very much. Okay, are you taking any extracurriculars? I know you were thinking about the cheer squad.
Yes, this aligns with her physics inclination of
Fair.
right
Of things being thrown in the air. Absolutely. I love it.
She has a theme. The relationship, it says for cheer squad is the Xanther. Yeah.
Yep.
That seems cool.
He's a cool dude. He's a fire genasi. He's super rad.
Cool.
Yeah, he's also in the I have a hair somewhere. Yeah, he's also in the gymnastics club, so he will definitely fall into your physics.
Cool. Should we pick a different NPC than Mac for the magic lab so that
it is it's totally up to you.
So Robin and I can have like independent stuff? I don't know.
It doesn't, honestly, when it comes to this one, it's not a huge thing. If there's someone really specific you think would be part of that, this is just based off of the books. And so the book gives you who is tied to what job and who works where. So you can have Mac and you can just have one relationship point with him. It's not going to really affect anything until you decide you want more with him, and then you could get his boon as well.
Okay.
I mean, theoretically, you could always like get 2 points with him because it's always like Mac or someone else, and you could like find one of his friends to come study with you that you would rather have come hang out with you, and then that builds relationship points there. So it's however you want to do it. Okay. Fantastic. Wei.
Yeah. I think Celdrynn will. I was originally looking at the same thing as the other two, actually, for the Magic Lab.
Yeah.
But just to mix things up a bit, I think maybe Celdrynn will work at the Fire Jolt Cafe.
Cool.
And he will, as an extracurricular, be part of the between future entrepreneurs of Strixhaven or Play Actors Drama Guild.
Very fun.
Let's do the Drama Guild.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And who do you think you're gonna pick as your person?
I'll have to take a look.
Because you're gonna be
so there's
between...
there's a pretty boy. I was actually just looking
Yeah.
at them as a possibility. So there's a pretty boy first year, slightly stuck up guy, like seems like a preppy type, and then there is a Hermione type of, well, no, more of a...
What's the name again of that one?
So Rubina Larkingdale is the one who's got like a
Rubina.
bunch of gravitas, and the other one is Grayson Wildemere, or Wildmere, if you want to do it that way. Oh wait, pardon me, no, that's the wrong guy.
Quintilius.
I'm thinking
I get
Quintilius.
Grayson and Quintilius confused all the time.
They look very similar in many ways.
Yeah, they both have kind of a look to them.
Yeah, this is Quintilius.
I'll read out on both of them, and then
Yep,
I'll
absolutely. Yeah, just make sure when you pick them, you mark down your relationship points with them.
Okay.
Yeah, Grayson is the one that has made some eyes towards Telbron in a knowing way.
Negative.
That guy.
In a possible negative way. Although there's secrets about him that you guys don't know. Maybe he's not such an asshole.
I've looked at his bane. He is an asshole.
Yeah, but he's got a good boon too. He's got a very good boon. He's very sweet. Actually, I would honestly, Celdrynn, recommend you join the Future Entrepreneurs and be friends with Grayson. You do what you want, but I'm just gonna throw that out there.
I'll look up Grayson and I'll decide.
Do so. And yeah, I know Bruno in the chat just mentioned they weren't expecting this game to have a crunchy subsystem, but it does. It's got two. It's got the relationships and it's got this extracurricular job. 3 even actually, because the exam system does something very similar. When you pass your exams, there's actually a studying system, and like you get different bonuses and negatives to your exams depending on how you study, and then you also will will get a student die for the remainder of the year after each exam. So you keep building up student die throughout the year, and then those go away after the year term, but then you get to get 3 more in the next year. So lots of things to keep track of, and this is why I built obnoxious charts. One day, maybe when the game's over, when it's distributed, I'll send off my I'll make a template out of my absolutely insane Google Doc.
Right.
It's a little ridiculous. Fantastic. Okay. Cool.
Christa, I'll just stick with Silk Ball for now.
Sure. And like I said, you can change at any time. You're not stuck in it at all.
And what do you think, Javanesh or Talana? Javanesh is kind of a bro.
He is a bro. Javnesh feels like someone you would hang out with.
All right, sounds good. Me and my big owl buddy.
Yeah. Talana feels like someone you might like meet through Silk Ball and maybe like develop a relationship with, but Javnesh you've already met. He's a cool dude, and you can always change it later.
Nice. I've got a place that I want to end up, but Kai's not there yet.
Yeah. I would really like to say I'm so glad that everyone sort of has this like trajectory for their characters, but they want to get there in like a natural progression. And so I'm really like super impressed with everybody of like, yeah, this is who this character is now. They're not the greatest, but they're gonna be, and they're going to get there in their own natural time. So very good job everybody for making those choices. At that, do we want to take a quick pause for grabbing some ice cream?
That sounds
Well,
great.
some of us will grab ice cream.
I'll
Yeah.
also grab ice cream.
I'm gonna grab ice cream.
Whatever.
All right, so we'll take a quick break.
Yeah, we'll see you in a sec.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome back. We are just discussing. I'm referencing all of my NPC cards.
Printed them.
Oh, baby, did I print them? I have all their details on the back. I have their pictures and information, and some of them I even have voice notes.
Ooh.
Fancy.
Keener.
Very nice. Hey, you know what? If you weren't calling me a keener before, I don't know, like I made student cards. I made
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
which who was it? It was Herringon.
Oh,
Herringon made student cards for his Strixhaven games based on my
Aw.
my template,
I
which is
love
very
these.
sweet. I'm so glad you have yours finally. They're very good.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Tell
Yeah.
Ron got that drip.
Ain't just. If anyone in the chat has any questions that you have about the game or the system or anything like that, feel free to shoot them here. Because we're gonna kind of move forward onto some just sort of free form. We're gonna do some downtime because downtime's fun. And something I kind of wanted to say to everyone, and I think this can also be something that's said on stream. Don't ever be afraid to interrupt me. Don't interrupt each
Right.
other. Exactly. Good job.
I'm not afraid.
Ain't afraid, no interruption. Interrupting cow says what?
Huh?
Moo.
Boo. Yes. So
Yes.
I dare say.
I dare say. But yeah, I want, like, this game is very much about what you, especially right now in this sort of tail end of this session, is going to be very much about what you guys want to do. If there's a scene running and you want to join in on it, let me know. We'll get you in there. Feel free to just interject because y'all are in charge of this. I'm just corralling cats. So I'm so here for whatever scenes you guys want to run. We talked about a few that we want to do over the break. Raphael would like to know how the ice cream is.
It's delicious. Thank you.
And thank you, Random. I was very proud of those cards. I think they worked out really well. I didn't have any. I had popcorn. I even had like a popcorn thing I was going to eat, and I forgot. My mom hid it.
Mm.
So I'll have to. To be fair, she also bought it for me, so she can hide it as she pleases. Fantastic. Okay, well, in that case, I think we're just gonna kind of go as we go. Oh, and something we did change just for rules purposes, because we're not worrying so much about gold in this game, and wage doesn't really make much sense for jobs. We decided that that for those people that are taking jobs instead of a second extracurricular, that they could we assigned some skills to those positions, and then people are going to get student dies for those. So it yes, none of the NPCs are evil. We're going to have Robin and Brynn, who are going to be working at the magical laboratories. You guys are taking Arcana investigation, I believe. Yes. Okay. Awesome. Sorry, I did not phrase that as a question, did I?
Both eating ice cream.
I
No,
know,
we're
you're
both eating ice cream, and you're like Arcana investigation, right?
And then Wei is going to be working at the Fire Jolt Cafe, and we decided that persuasion and insight makes a good server. So we're gonna go with those two, correct? Awesome possum. Oh my god, my nose is so itchy. It's hot in here and everything is slap. Anyway, the glamorous life of streaming. Wonderful. Okay, well, so in that case, we are going to, what flavors do you guys have?
Chocolate.
Vanilla.
And you guys are making fun of Kai for being basic.
Ha!
Well, in real life, Brynn is very basic.
Brynn is very basic, and I love it. I am so here for how basic Brynn is. It makes my heart so happy.
I'm on a so this is like keto ice cream, but because Robin's on a diet, and Robin is very sad that she went on a diet right before pumpkin spice season because
No, that
Oh,
is
no.
always the way. It is always the way.
Mhm.
I made you a pumpkin spice latte the other day, though.
You did. It was really good.
You can get
But I
sugar
can't
free.
go to Starbucks.
No, you
Get
can't.
an
It's not
latte.
easy.
Ooh, yeah.
I guess quick for when this eventually goes out into the world as for everybody to listen to. All of the people watching live at this very moment or watching it up to date are all our wonderful patrons. Thank you guys so much for being patrons at patreon.com/dorktales. Thank you for being here. It's so cool to watch you guys keep our chat just as flooded with comments and goings on as it does in our other streams where we have 50 or 60 people watching. So we love having you here. Thank you so much. And if you're watching after the fact, we love you too. Leave a comment. Tell us what you think about the Strixhaven system. Have you run it? Do you need student cards? Come join our Discord and get my student card template. And then we have some wonderful affiliates, some wonderful dice people, Adventure Dice, go ahead.
Speaking of which, Adventure Dice is doing a charity stream in a couple of weeks that some of us are going to be involved in, probably. So,
if you're watching this live.
If you're watching this live, yeah. If you're not, then go watch maybe they'll have VODs. I don't know. It's on their channel. But they're running a bunch of games over the second weekend of October, I think it is. So
14th to
The
16th,
12th, the
right?
12th to the 14th, whatever weekend that is, and yes, they're
14th
running.
to 16th, yeah.
Is it okay? Yeah, 14th,
Yeah.
16th. Whoops, Andrew emailed me the wrong dates. But yeah, they're raising money for the Canadian Cancer Society. Because cancer is a thing that affects a lot of people, and they have some personal connections to it, and they're doing it part of. I think they created this charity group for that, specifically called Andrea's Adventurers. So I think that's really sweet. So yeah, we're raising money for Andrea. They are raising money for Andrea's Adventurers, and so yeah, come check a few of us out on there. I know I signed up for a Sunday game. There's gonna be piratey.
We're doing Common Sense and Sensibility. I'm so excited, I'm hoping I get in the Pathfinder game. I miss Pathfinder with all my heart, and I really want to play Pathfinder again.
Yeah, I'm like, nope, I'm not going to try to learn that.
I mean, second edition, so I'll have to relearn a bunch of stuff, but I'm excited. Anyway, any other announcements, Kelly?
You're amazing. You're amazing. You're amazing. Yes, whoever I'm looking at right now. You're amazing. With my baby blues.
Brynn.
Quick announcement. I won't be on stream before TwitchCon, but I will be at TwitchCon. And if anyone else is at TwitchCon, they should come find me. I have stickers and things to give out. Oh, do I have? Oh, I do have the keychain. Oh, yeah, check this shit out. I will have these amazing keychains to give out at TwitchCon.
Very nice, very nice.
You want a Switch? You want a Switch keychain, Kelly?
A Switch?
I actually do.
Right?
Well,
there you go.
I would use it.
Very nice, very nice.
Switch.
Yes.
I want one.
And yes, Random, we will remind people closer to the charity stream.
Where is TwitchCon this year? Is it in California?
San Diego. Yep.
Okay.
October 5th or so. Oh, no, wait. Nice. I will be on a stream before TwitchCon. We're streaming like the night before I leave.
Oh, the 3rd.
And then I have a 6 a.m. flight the next day.
Oh, boy.
It's going to be good.
Yeah. It's going to be great.
Also, just, if we're doing little plugs, that, you can buy dice from Adventure Dice too, and they have their Advent dice calendars. So use Dork Tales for 10% off.
That's true.
Yep. They have lots of different options depending on what candle night celebration you celebrate.
Mm-hmm.
I celebrate the end of Candlekeep Mysteries myself.
Every year we celebrate the end.
Every year we celebrate that game being dead in the ground.
Oh God!
You're the one that ran that many games.
Yeah, I did. Doesn't mean that I'm happy that it's like.
I mean, that's fair, but I'm just.
Dead.
I enjoyed them. I loved those games.
They were fun.
It was a lot, but they were wonderful. It was so many fun people to play with. And if you haven't watched them, go watch them. They're on our YouTube.
That's true.
Make our suffering worthwhile.
Yes. Yes.
Fantastic. Okay. Well, do you guys want to bop back in?
All right, let's bop.
Do a bop.
Like
bop.
that.
Bop. Amazing. So
I love
good.
the
I need
ears
to
so
get it
much.
myself. I need a set of those.
They're so good, and it's like $20 for the
Yeah.
like bunny ear things, and then you cover them, and then they don't look like bunny ears anymore.
Did I send you pictures of the mushrooms I'm making?
No.
I'm making mushrooms for a certain crick elf. And so I might have some spare ones for a certain other crick elf.
You know what? That's just
Huh.
hospitality.
It's just
That's just
hospitable.
good hospitality. I'm gonna
Good
order a
break
wig
up.
for that soon because
Are you?
God, it's so
I'm so
pretty,
glad
but,
she's
like,
a
I
redhead. I'm
want-
just gonna let my hair be big.
Oh,
I'm so
nice.
stoked. For those of you wondering, we're going to the live show in October of NADPOD.
Should I just get a t-shirt that just says Vicious V on it? Okay.
Correct.
Yes.
No, you
Yes.
just need to spray paint just a V, just like as it ducks into your pants. Just draw
Yeah.
a V there.
Yeah, people will get it. People will know.
People
Why
will
are-
understand.
Why are you pointing at your dick? Why aren't you
That's what the
pointing at
V
your dick?
is.
It's my vicious V.
It's my Vicious
Exactly.
V. Mo cub.
If I lean back, I'm pointing at your dick.
No, it's always pointing at mine. I'm a hoot.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Alright.
God.
Actually,
Oh my
Robin's a
God.
hoot.
Yes, Robin is a hoot. All right. Fantastic. Let's
ready to go?
jump into this stuff. We'll hop back in. Okay. Wonderful. Awesome. In that case, let's start with the Fire Jolt Cafe. Celdrynn, you are interested in working for the Fire Jolt Cafe.
Mm-hmm.
There is a sign up on the board that they are looking for people. And you have gone in, you have given your resume, and you were accepted. Are you telling people that you're working at the Fire Jolt?
I don't think I don't think it's like something that he feels requires celebration or anything. He's just okay. This will give me a bit of independence and be able to afford things.
Make life a little bit easier and not have to always be accepting Telbron and Kai's kindness.
Exactly.
Dumb. Wonderful. Okay, so you're gonna show up at your first day at work. You're allowed to wear, you don't have to wear your first year's uniforms. You're allowed to wear your normal gear.
Okay.
How is Celdrynn showing up today? He sometimes is taller or shorter than normal.
I think he's just like kind of his normal. He doesn't want to draw like too much attention while working, and I feel like putting on a different like face per se will probably take some concentration on his part, and yeah, he just wants to get over his workday relaxed as easy as possible. Maybe a little apprehensive of the tasks put before him.
Fair, very fair. Okay, well, so you're gonna show up, and it's pretty busy, but not like overwhelmingly so. But you're gonna go up to the coffee bar, and there is a girl working there who is a woman working there who is probably about your height, has a little bit of a tanned complexion, obviously spends some time outside, and has absolutely striking white hair. And she's working on some coffees and will come up to you and say, "Hey, what can I get you?"
I'm the new person here. I'm gonna be working here.
Celdrynn, right?
Yeah, and you are.
I'm Mina. It's really nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, and I offered to shake her hand.
She'll take your hand and gives you a really, really firm handshake. That kind of like news reporter type handshake that's like means business but isn't like aggressive, but just like, yeah, really nice to meet you.
Firm, but does not do 1 point of damage.
Exactly, yes. Fantastic. So yeah, so she'll say, well, come on behind the bar. Have you baristaed before?
That's a very personal question on my first day, and I don't feel comfortable answering that.
You're funny. I like you. Come on. But actually, have you done coffee? Have you mixed drinks? Ordered food?
I've made my own food.
That's a start. Maybe we'll bump you over to the kitchen. But for today, you're in the pit. So let's learn the basics. Here is the coffee. For
Celdrynn rolls
now,
up his sleeves.
yeah.
Looks at the coffee machine. Looks at the gauges.
This one, when it's red, means it's empty.
Okay.
Got it. She will continue to go through and have all of these set up for you, and you're gonna putter about your business. Kai, you are out on campus, hanging out, taking in some sun, tanning a little bit in the quad, and out of the corner of your eye, you catch someone bolting past you, just running full tilt, and someone following behind them, shouting.
Huh. What are they shouting?
Get, you asshole, get back here with that!
I give it an optical pat down to see what's going
Okay.
on.
It looks like this guy stole something.
Oh yeah, no, that's not happening.
Wonderful. Are you going to give chase?
Yes, he's going to quickly turn to whoever is sunning next to him. I'm gonna say it's Greta. I'm gonna say it's he and Greta working on their like iron lifter tans.
Fantastic.
Hand her like the metallic reflector.
Yes.
Hold this. Gotta go beat someone's ass.
What you took? It lands in her face. She's hot. All right. Make me an athletics check, please.
All right. That is a math. It's only a 23.
Only a 23. Fantastic.
And my speed's 40, so
Fantastic. This guy's got a bit of a lead on you. And he is just about to make it into the door of the fire jolt. He's clearly running for the fire jolt. And you are going to are you going to tackle him? Are you grabbing him? What are you doing?
I think let's do a full grab. Let's grab him by the back of the collar and by the belt and just hoist. Whoa now. Where you going, bro?
Beautiful. Can you make me a grapple check?
That could have been slightly better. That is going to be an 18. But I am going to spend one of my athletics dice.
Oh, yep. Okay, your D4. Yep.
So that turns into a 22.
Criminy.
And you know what? This is a day. I am going to use my favorite soul ability.
Oh my god.
To add an additional 29.
Well, I rolled a 5.
Okay.
Holy shit!
What'd you take? What'd you take, bro? What'd you take?
Let me down! Oh my god!
Did we let you down this way? Are we this way?
He's screaming.
Zoom!
And,
Magic carpet!
In the fire jolt, Celdrynn, you hear this, and Mina stops and looks and says, what the hell is happening? And will come outside and will look at Kai and look up and be like, what the hell are you doing? Put my brother down.
Your brother stole stuff. Like, sorry.
What?
Hey, I got the guy that you were chasing.
The other guy comes up and goes, whoa, dude, put him down. Just put him down.
Like
He
down,
didn't
down, or
steal-
down, down, down?
Like, no, like, God, no. Like, on the ground, like a normal person. What is wrong with you?
What's wrong with me? You're the one that was like chasing somebody, yelling like someone stole something. Be responsible in public. You don't yell fire if there's not a fire.
Are you throwing him?
I'm gonna set him down, but like a little angrily, like a little. You know what? At this, he's feeling very publicly embarrassed. So I think what he's gonna do is he's gonna set the guy down hard, and then he's gonna go chest to chest with the guy who's just broing up.
Oh no. Okay, you set this guy down. He's a little off center. Brynn, Mina is gonna like be like, oh man, like Carlton, are you okay? Are you all right? And the other guy is gonna stand just to you.
Celdrynn's gonna come
Celdrynn.
out. He's gonna like have like a giant coffee thermos thing out, and he's like, "I think I made the coffee." It's like the lid is like completely off center, and it's like kind of broken.
Oh no.
What the Kai?
This other dude is coming like right up against you, and is gonna just stand to you, kind of like the way that you're standing to him.
Okay. All right.
Where did he go?
What's
I had him in
what's
my
going on
stack.
here?
The guy you are standing against is someone that I've clearly taken out of my stack because I was gonna look at him.
Oh really? Who is it?
God damn it! Where did it go?
I have the book if you remember the name.
It's he. I know exactly what he looks like. I was just gonna try to put a
Christa
note
needs to
on
play
him.
him face down and into her turn.
Apparently I need to tap him, and I need more mana to
Whoa.
activate his abilities. Yeah, I'm playing Magic the Gathering. I played in a draft the other week. I was super proud of myself.
This is Magic the Gathering, so that
Nice.
works.
Yes. And Brynn, the wonderful human that she is, I was going to open them on stream, but I forgot, got me Strixhaven cards. They're beautiful,
Oh,
and I'm very
cool.
excited to open them.
They're authentic PAX Strixhaven
they're
cards.
they're in a pack too, I think. Still in the purse.
But I don't remember who gave me them at PAX. But
Yeah,
somewhere I
so-
went, Strixhaven cards were obtained.
They're beautiful. Anyway, so you are going to be face to face with a very lithe looking fire genasi. His eyes have that like burnt coal look to them. He has very dark skin and like very cool blonde locks that almost look like they're sizzling. That's the guy. There he is.
So
So
all right.
yes. And so he is standing almost to your height, but not backing down. Be like,
This is just Bill
dude.
Butts.
yeah. What are you doing? He took my textbook. He's a friend of mine. I was telling him to get back here with it. You tackle everybody that is running through a
He's
quad.
fine.
Yeah, he's
You
fine
fine?
now.
You fine?
Are you fine? You're the one coming to me. You're the one that stepped up to me.
Gentlemen,
And
would you
Mina
like
is
some
gonna-
coffee? I'm just gonna like hold up this broken thermos in between them.
He's gonna look over and be like, Carlton, are you okay? And the kid is gonna look up and be like, yeah, I'm fine. Sorry, here's your book back. And Xanther, the Genasi, is going to be like, no, we're fine. And he's gonna take a step back that's like in an I'm being the bigger person kind of way. And be like, yeah, let's go back. We got practice in a bit. Come on. And Mina is going to be like, are you sure you're sure you're okay? And he's like, yeah, Mina, I'm fine. It's okay. Accidents happen. I shouldn't have run away with his book. It's my bad. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset you, mister. Sorry. You're like the same age as this kid.
Yeah, sure. Go.
And he's gonna walk off, and Mina's gonna be like, what were you thinking? Like, why you just lift people up off the ground? Who does that? You know we have campus security, right?
Yeah, and are they here? Do you see any? Okay, if someone
No.
stole like what, your purse or something, like you gonna catch him? No.
No, I wouldn't worry. I wouldn't want to
you
have
wouldn't.
Wow. You know what, Celdrynn? I don't think this guy needs any coffee because he's already real riled up. So let's get back to training. Yeah?
Yeah. I'm gonna be like, oh, is everything okay? I'm just gonna mouth that to Kai.
Yeah, you don't want to deprive anybody of their coffee. He's gonna walk off. Storm off. Just
Feel free to add Mina Lee to your relationships at a -1.
hey.
Yeah, Mina will kind of like glare after Kai as he walks away, but then be like, yes, what did you do? And she's gonna walk back in with Celdrynn to try to fix up the coffee pot with you. So let's bop over to the stadium where we do a bunch of practices. And one of the practices that we would have is our silk ball, and we probably also have cheer squad going on. So Telbron, you're joining Silk Ball. Are you the kind of guy that's going to step forward and like really like wrangle people and get everybody riled up, or are you just going to stand there while the captain tells you what to do?
Probably wait for the captain. No need to. Definitely doesn't want to be the center of attention.
Very fair, very fair. Who did you pick again as your connection there?
Melwathorn?
Melwathorn, perfect. So next to you, and you're a tall guy. Melwathorn is much bigger than you. And he is he's a dryad. We described him earlier as a very tall guy with lots of tree-like features. He's standing there, and you guys are some of the guys are like stretching, and Melwathorn is kind of like watching and just sort of seeing what everyone's doing. He'll turn to you and go, "Hello. Are you also first year here?"
Yeah, I am. You?
Yeah, I'm really excited to be here. There's lots of really interesting things to learn that you don't learn in the forest. I'm Melwathorn.
Oh, tell Brian. He'll take his hand out.
You don't happen to be a divine caster, are you?
No, I'm a warlock, actually.
Oh, that's really interesting.
And like his eyes kind of flare up a little bit. He's like,
I'm really interested in all the kinds of magics that come from different beings, and that happens. Like the divine is normal, but the warlocks get kind of looked down on. Like, do you find you get judged a lot for that kind of thing?
Not necessarily for the magic or my family's reputation.
Oh, who's your family?
Stevedore. I don't know if you've heard of them being out in the forest.
No. Are they all other casters? Are they divine casters?
No, most of them are warlocks. You have a few
Oh.
that left the family that didn't agree with their methods, living better lives, thankfully.
Oh, interesting. Walking away from magic to live a better life.
Yeah,
Very interesting.
problem with the warlock magic is you have a patron that gives your magic, and not all of them are very friendly.
Oh, I've heard a lot of people refer to them as a bad boss.
Some can be. Not familiar with the one I have. He's going to look at his gold ring in his right hand.
Oh, you haven't learned to... So you have a patron that's giving you magic that you haven't met.
Not yet.
Interesting. Because most warlocks make direct deals, right?
Yeah, well, there was a deal, but it was kind of odd. All there was a note in the ring.
Oh, that's very interesting. You should come talk to the folks at the Interfaith Chapel. We've got a lot of people that are interested in different patrons.
Keep that in mind. Maybe I can find some more answers about whoever this is.
Sure, that sounds wonderful. Maybe after practice we can go.
Sounds good.
Wonderful.
And the captain will show up and start giving people drills and doing a few laps around the stadium. And as you guys are doing laps, you're going to run right past. Our camera will follow until we hit the cheerleading squad, and it will stop, and you guys will continue running by. And we will steer the cheer squad. And now, Arlynn, who did you
Hello.
pick as your connection for the cheer squad? It was Xanther, right?
Yes.
Who is the card I don't have, right? I really don't know what I did with it.
I have his
There you
info up too.
That's good.
I've got his smiling face right here.
His
Hello.
beautiful smiling face.
I'm so handsome.
Oh, my allergies are so bad right now. I apologize, everybody. So Xanther is he's a first year, right?
Yeah.
He's a first year, yeah. From
That's what I
in the future, he'll be in Prismari, probably.
Right. So he's going to he's gonna be there. He's gonna run. He's gonna jog in, looking a little frustrated, as if he might have just had an altercation with somebody. And followed by another younger boy with very striking white hair with kind of black roots. And they're gonna run up and wave to a couple of people, and the cheer captain is gonna walk up and say, "All right, everybody, let's pair off. Let's do some warm up stretching." Yeah. And damn it, Kelly. Black roots.
Oh, I think it said Black Groots. I was like,
Yeah. He's a little burnt. He got a little burnt. And yeah, so Xanther kind of jogging up is gonna start to look to his buddy, but the cheer is gonna say, "And for all of our new folks, try to pick somebody that you haven't met before." And so he kind of is pointing a finger at his bud and turns, and you are the first person in front of him, Arlynn, and he'll go, "Xanther, Bowen."
Nice to meet you, Arlynn Maddow, Arlynn Maddow.
Wow. Nice to meet you. And if I ever need to write you a note, I'll be able to.
Yes, please.
We gotta do some stretch stuff. But
Let's do it.
Cool. Have you done any cheering before?
No, but
Oh.
I have studied rigorously the dynamics of airborne bodies.
Cool.
Thank you.
Wow, you're like real smart.
I wouldn't say that. I mean, you might, but I wouldn't.
Well, are you like talking down to yourself about that, or do you just think that I'm dumb because I don't understand it?
No, I don't think you're dumb. You seem really nice.
I mean, dumb and nice can go together pretty well.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. What are your academics like? But I wasn't trying to imply that you were dumb. You seem very competent.
Arlynn, totally good. I was just making a joke.
Okay.
So, what are you going into Quandrix or Silverquill?
Yeah, probably Quandrix.
Cool.
Are we supposed to start stretching?
Oh, right. Yeah. Cool. A lot of people are doing one of those things. You get like one of those balls and you like sit in with your legs in second and you like pass the ball back and forth. Have you done that
Okay.
before?
Vaguely.
I've done too many joint stretching sessions to be able to fully express the number of things you can do. But yeah, so you guys will start doing some stretches and stuff. Yeah, so are you where were you before you were here? Did you have to go far?
No, I was still here. My parents work at Strixhaven.
Oh,
So, yeah, they work in the library.
that must be real cool.
What about you? Did you have to travel very far?
I mean, what's far when you can teleport and plane shift, right? I wasn't from here though. That it seems like you didn't need the scroll they sent you.
No, I did not. It was
Well,
appreciated though.
Yeah. Do you like go home for dinners on the weekends?
Yeah, usually, and see my
Nice.
parents.
That's really nice. I wish I had that. I miss my parents already, and I know it's already been a few days.
Oh, you could come to dinner with my parents if you want. They always tell me to bring my friends, and you seem
Oh.
nice, and we could be friends. I guess that's forward. Are we friends?
I would love to be your friend, Arlynn.
Okay.
And we will zoom back as everyone starts doing some minor choreography and learning some basic cheers, and as we have all made wonderful new friends. And so let's jump ahead a little bit to where we are in a magic lab with a scroll. Urshmaktok has put aside a room for you to test out this new scroll. He has very, very carefully and delicately made you a copy of his scroll, and so that it is ready to go for you, so that you will be able to cast this and hopefully be able to learn from it as well. He will be waiting for you whenever you are ready to arrive, with anyone you might have brought as well.
So yeah. Brian, I was about to start talking. I made you a copy of my scroll. Please respond.
Very good, Brynn.
But yeah, so I think Nell, once she gets word of that, she's gonna knock on to Talbrynn's door and be like, "So, Talbrynn, do you want to go summon a familiar with me?"
Oh, is it ready now?
Yeah, he has all the stuff. I don't know if you have any. Hold on, I just had the spell up.
10 gold
Fair.
worth of charcoal, I think, was one of them.
Yeah, do you have any charcoal around?
If not, I'm sure we can make some with. Where's the remnants of the box?
I don't know if that'll be 10 GP worth.
No, at least some.
It's
I don't know. Do I
starved.
have any? Should I roll for it?
Sure, roll me a d20. You
Alright.
get over 15.
Oh, that's not going to go well then.
No.
Nope, 9.
So
it
no,
was
you
a
don't have.
15.
You do not have charcoal, incense, or specific herbs.
Okay.
Or spices.
Well, it's fine. I think I have some, and Mac might have some as well.
Yeah, sorry, I
But
thought
I-
I had some.
It's okay. I just really need your support, and I'd like you to be there because we're like kind of dating now.
That's true, we are. I'm still surprised you're okay with everything.
It's I told you, it's just like the manga I read. So like it's kind of just like being transported into my own book. I'm living an adventure. This is what I told my parents. I didn't want to go and be princess of the Spore Druid Circle in the Fae yet. I wanted to actually experience life.
Wait, princess?
Did I not tell you that?
No, I don't think we had a chance to talk about it, but that's fine.
Oops. Yeah, the princess heiress, like, is supposed to be the next leader of the circle. Yeah. I kind of ran away-ish. Like, they know I'm here, but they don't want me to be here, kind of thing, you know.
Responsibilities, yeah,
Mhm,
totally get it.
Yeah. Yep. So, you know, complicated family stuff on both sides.
That's an understatement.
But yeah, do you want to come summon a mushroom with me?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. And Nell will like
Walk
like
off.
encircle and throw her arm through his, and go off to meet Mac.
Wonderful. So he will have told you what room. It would have been a room just down the hallway from the one you guys had been originally in, so that you can get some a little privacy. It's a bigger room without all the tables and stuff. And so he will be in there when you open the door, and he'll turn kind of like happy to see you, and then just falters a little bit when he sees Celdrynn, but still smiles and is like, "Oh, welcome. Wonderful to see you again, Celdrynn. You're going to be helping."
Yes, she brought me along to help.
Wonderful. Yes. Well, I got all of the things you need. I was able. I luckily had enough charcoal left. You needed 10 gold worth, but I had enough kicking around. I'll need to restock before next semester, but that's okay. And some incense and the herbs that you'll need. And this, I have a brazier. Unfortunately, it's a hand-me-down from my grandmother. It's nothing fancy.
Those are the best, though. They have the most spells cast in them. I'm sure there'll be like previous magics from familiar summonings that will help get this sentient mushroom.
Wonderful. That is how I feel about it as well. It means quite a bit to me, and so I'm very happy that you're using it for this.
Well, thank you for letting me use such a precious family heirloom.
Of course, the precious heirloom for a precious friend. Yes, of course. Here, and he'll kind of and realize that he said something and make eyes at Celdrynn and turn away and go.
I arch my eye, going. Can I insight him?
Absolutely. I'm gonna roll deception.
Don't feel bad. I didn't roll very well.
Neither did I. What'd you get?
Hold on. How much do I add to this? Where is it? My dice hate me today. Like, where the heck is it on my sheet? I'm missing it. What do I add? What's usually
Deception? It's charisma. If you don't have it,
Which, as a warlock, you should have out the yin yang.
yeah, exactly.
Deception,
That's
yeah.
your-
So deception's 11.
Beautiful. I rolled a 5 again. He is uncomfortable that you're here. And is very is trying not to be, and is trying to be perfectly cordial and kind, but he's sad that he's not alone with Nelloris in this. But he's not he's clearly not making a deal about it.
Just note it.
It's just noted. Yep. And he kind of and adjusts himself and fixes his collar, and we'll lay everything out for you. So how do you see this happening, Robin?
So I think how Nelloris is gonna do this is she's going to take the charcoal and herbs, and so it's the spell says specifically it must be consumed by the fire in the brass brazier. So she's gonna take the charcoal and herbs and place it kind of in the brazier, and then with her own, because this is supposed to be like an hour-long ritual. So I think the whole time setting up the ritual, she's actually probably concocted her own mushroom powder from mushrooms that she has cultivated on herself and from her home. And she will take that and start basically drawing druidic symbols around the brazier. And then she's going to take the biggest mushroom on her head and use that and place it in the fire as well to hopefully enchant and help focus the familiar that she's trying to summon.
Very cool. Okay, fantastic. So so if this is an hour a long thing, Mac is probably taking notes on this and watching what you're doing and probably trying not in your zone, but trying to look over your shoulder a little bit and try to take notes and everything, and not pointedly ignoring Celdrynn, but also focusing on what he's doing. What is Telbron doing for an hour?
I don't know. How do I help with this, actually?
You don't. Your moral support, you got nothing.
I probably have a book in my hand then.
Fantastic. Yeah, you'll have there'll be like a chair in the corner or something, and yeah, you can absolutely just chill for an hour. Wonderful. Yeah, so you are gonna cast this spell. What is summoned?
So what is summoned is a large sentient blue cap mushroom, which looks very like the mushrooms I've put on Nelloris's head. So it kind of looks like, oh, where was the photo that I had? But it's like a mushroom, so it has like the little stump that's like a light kind of white gray color, but then it has like 4 little like points that look like legs. And then it has 2 big black eyes, and then it has its like cap that is blue and like polka dotted. That is kind of like, it's kind of like in the center of it still, so it still has like this, it almost is like a turtle, but then like the legs are like more center under it, and it just is kind of these like big black eyes that just stare at her.
From underneath the cap.
Yeah, from underneath the cap.
Oh my god, it's so cute.
Yep. I will post the link in our Discord chat. And then the thing. Yeah. So it's very cute that I found it.
Aww.
So that is
the cutest thing ever.
That's adorable.
Oh my god, I love it. That's
the
so
blue.
cute.
So it's cute. So that's what she's gonna summon. And it's just gonna be like, I think probably the base is probably like 5 or 6 inches, and then the cap is probably like, 8 to 10 inches tall, and then it like totals probably like 6 to 7 inches in total height. So it's like a cute little mushroom familiar that will just like sit on her shoulder like a parrot.
Oh my god. It kind of summons into being and then kind of like looks a little dizzy and looks up at you and then like sits with its back 2 legs and goes, "Oh.
Hello. It worked. Delbrin, Mac, it worked. Hello, little guy or girl or them, whatever your gender is, mushroom mycelium. You're so adorable."
It'll putter over to you. Are you standing? Are you on your knees? Are you cross-legged?
She's on her knees, like she's like just like kind of like patting her knees, like like how you get like a puppy or something to come to.
It'll run over and like lean up to put its front little paws on your knees, and then it'll just slowly fall backwards and just kind of end up rolling around on the top of its mushroom.
She'll pick it up and gently and like tickle its like belly, and then I'll have to figure out a name for you, but you're mining familiar.
Mac is gonna come up and look at it and be like, "Oh my goodness, it's incredible, Nelloris, very well done. That's incredible."
Thank you. I couldn't have done it without your help, Mac.
Oh, well, I'm sure you would have figured it out eventually. May I?
And he'll kind of hold his hands out for him.
Oh, of course. And she'll pass.
Oh, hello.
And it'll and kind of like run a little, like his hands are so big that it kind of like trots a little circle and kind of just like lays down in his palms and just sort of chills for a minute. Telbron, do you do anything now that this weird thing has happened?
Yeah, he wants to go see what it is.
Mac's holding it.
I didn't know such a thing was possible. He kind of looks at it.
Right? I've always wanted it. I've always thought I could talk to mushrooms. Like, I've always had an affinity for it. But, like, they never really talked to me like this or looked at me or had emotions. But I always thought it could. And now I've done it.
And Nell's just like beaming. She is just like so happy right now, and she's just gonna like squeeze Telbrynn's hand.
Let's squeeze back.
Mac is going to like lower the mushroom so that Telbron can see it a little bit closer. It'll kind of open its eyes and sort of stand up and like look at Telbron for a second, and then kind of turn around so that its back is facing, and then lay back down.
Oh.
Mac kind of chuckles to himself a little bit, somewhat victoriously, and we'll go, well, here you are, Nelloris. I don't want to monopolize your new friend.
Well, thank you. You are more than welcome to study him or hang out with him. When he's corporeal.
Yes, of course, I would love to.
Thank you so much for your help. This is
anytime, literally anytime. I have a class to get to. But thank you for this. This is wonderful. I have many notes. Hopefully I can follow in your stead. You are clearly very skilled in this kind of magic, having not even been here a year yet, and you're leagues ahead of me.
Oh, I just, druid. We kind of have an affinity for nature.
You do it incredibly well.
Oh, thank you.
I'll be going now. Telbron.
And he'll jet out the door. You guys are left.
Telbron, what do you want to name it?
Wait, what?
What do you want to name it? It's my familiar. It needs a name.
Mushroom recommendation names.
Oh, don't you worry. I'm already there.
You already know.
Yeah, he's just going to start muttering stuff that's like abyssal undercommon. He's like, no, this is not going to work.
Cappy. Yeah, just the word for mushroom in abyssal and the word for mushroom in undercommon.
Strangely, it's the same word.
It's mushroom.
Call it, you call it Mike.
Mike.
Mycelium.
Mycelium. Mike.
Mycelium.
Mycelium. We just need to do a parody album, I think.
Familiar.
Yeah.
Summon you with 10 gold pieces of charcoal.
Charcoal.
Oh, you think this song is done? Song is done, you're right.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna call you Shay Taki.
Shay Taki.
I think that counts as his first words, right?
I think so. Wow. We're mushroom parents and it's already said its first word in like the first 5 minutes of life. We're great.
For stat purposes, what animal are you basing his stats on?
So I was lurking. I can choose. What's
many
that?
aminal options.
Aminal.
Robin?
Yes?
If you and Christa are amenable to it, I do have an expanded familiar book that does have mushrooms in it.
Sick. Done and done.
Was it the one that you've loaned to me?
Do you still have it?
I think so.
Why do you still have it?
Is it the Stribbles? Stibbles?
Yeah, Stibble's Codex of Companions.
All right, let me.
Give me my damn books back, Robin.
You gave it.
He's slowly taking over.
I didn't give it to you.
You didn't
Just
give it
moving,
to me.
moving all of my stuff over to Robin's for storage.
There you go. That's the secret. Hold on a
Find
second.
It's cheaper
Yeah, I
than a
did.
storage locker.
I mean, fair.
Fair. Where would it be, Kelly?
And yes, Paul, that is
I don't know.
definitely what
Just
this
flip
used to
through it
be.
until you find mushrooms. Probably
I'm
an
trying to
extra
find it
room.
on the
Ringtone.
contents. Elementals, Fae.
Can I just be him for the rest of the? I'm not gonna run at this anymore. I'm just gonna be like, so Tuckle.
Oh my god, I
Hello.
fucking love it.
Adorable.
Ironically, it doesn't hurt my throat as much.
No, because you're not using
As
your
the
actual
other guy.
throat. You're using your tongue, right?
It's true.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, I love it so much, Christa.
I want one now. Now you're gonna make me make
Right?
one.
I would like a plush of that, please.
Right?
World.
Yeah. Where's Bong? Bong. makes
Yeah, I'm about
the-
to say you need to talk to Bong about that.
Yeah.
Bong. All right. I will. We
Um,
can continue on.
Yes.
But I will look
Regardless,
for
we're
stats.
gonna do that. Okay. Wonderful. Are you doing anything beyond this? Are you heading out?
Probably head out to show everyone else the mushroom too, because that is like fungal folk. There it is. Jeez.
Oh, to be
Not
fair,
looking.
you probably weren't looking for fungal folk.
I was not.
They'll find you.
So Celdrynn, you have been working at the Fire Jolt for quite a while now. You're pretty competent. There's some mixed coffee drinks you're still not 100% on. Need to refer to the cards that Mina gave you, but for the most part, you're doing pretty well. And all of your friends are going to come meet here after your shift to come chill out. And Nelloris says she has something exciting to show everybody. So you guys are all gonna Celdrynn will be there first, and then I guess Kai and Arlynn will show up.
Mm-hmm.
Are you
Alright,
gonna
yeah.
order a drink?
Celdrynn will probably review everything that he's learned going through the process in his head. He's like, what did they order before I worked here? Like, trying to like focus on those.
Awesome. You are definitely welcome to make those.
Yeah.
Mina is still helping training you and everything, and not knowing who the drink is for, she's not gonna be a dick about it. But she's gonna say, yeah, no, if your friends are coming, you're welcome to make a couple of drinks. Like, don't do it all the time, but if you're going off shift, yeah, make a few for your friends. It's good practice.
Thank you. That's
Yeah, of course.
that's so nice of you. Thank you.
Yeah, do you want a hand with anything? Are you making anything specific?
Yeah.
What was everyone's coffee orders from before?
I
The
don't.
fungus of whatever it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll get her to I'll get her to like make the ones that are like a little bit more complicated,
Cool.
just to show me the ropes a bit more.
Like a hazelnut cold
Yeah.
foam with an extra shot of something
Exactly.
that's got multi layers to it, and oat milk and totally.
Goat milk.
Yeah. She'll make a couple, and as Kai walks in to meet you guys and you're just finishing, Mina is gonna and then go back to just kind of ignore, be like, God, that guy. Mostly so Celdrynn can hear it, but
He's he'll just try to like let that pass. Hopefully they'll
Celdrynn, sup, bro?
yeah. I'm just getting used to things. Have a seat. There's a table right there.
Bet. Slide in.
Mina is staring away from Kai and at the back, and then just kind of gives you a side eye so that she doesn't turn her head at you, but you can see her look. And she's like, really?
I think you guys got off on the wrong foot. Things not that bad.
Right. Arlynn? Brynn?
Can Arlynn enter the cafe just like in a like fantasy lab coat and just like covered from head to toe in soot?
Full of lab
1000%. Absolutely, you can.
She'll just walk up to the bear and be like, "Hello, could I get
Hi.
a spicy raspberry latte, please?"
Arlynn, is that you?
Oh, hey, Celdrynn.
Here, let me help you with that. Yeah.
It's like, okay, you clear it off of her glasses, but like everything else is still
Yeah.
like
Yes.
black. But only the
Uh,
front. She's like half tone, kind of, just like covered in soot.
Yeah, let me. Kai's right there. I'll bring it to you just in a minute. And here, and I'll like grab like 10 squares from the paper towel roll. And I'll be like, please put that under you and in front of you.
Okay. She'll take it and like put it on the chair and then sit down, and just a puff of like black smoke. But like none like comes off of her. It seems to be magic and sticky. But also flies through the air.
Spectacular. So if a pig pen sits down next to you, Kai.
What have you been doing? Like, why are you? Why are you so dirty?
I don't appreciate what you did there.
Neither the gender's not going to appreciate it either. Have you seen you?
I was at work, and I was reading the checklist, and it turned out the checklist included an item that was set up the blast shield. And
blasted?
I was really excited. Did not read that item. No one was hurt. Physically.
God.
Physically.
Wait, it's like they were hurt like emotionally, psychically?
Spiritually.
Unclear. We're still tabulating the data.
I'm
But
glad I
otherwise,
just
it was
do
a success.
Sports.
And I'm told it is not the worst first day for a lab assistant in my professor's lab. So there. And she'll like hit the table like, so there. And it'll be like, pfft, and there'll be a big black mark on the table where she hit it.
Mina will walk over with like a rag and looking pointedly at the table will try to wipe off where you hit it and kind of side-eye Arlynn in a confused kind of way and just like scrubs a little bit more, and it makes the cloth dirty but doesn't clean the table.
Maybe you should leave that here. I think it's gonna be a lot.
She's gonna, the wet cloth will on the table and she'll kind of give you a bit of a and walk back behind the counter. As Celdrynn, you finish making drinks.
Yeah, I'll come in and I'll
Yes.
place the drinks in front of them, and I'll grab the cloth. I'll be like, oh, this is, and then he'll like try to wipe it off as well. And he's like, interesting. The charcoal is propagating but not dispersing from the table. This is,
Yeah,
where did you find this?
it's not stopagating.
She'll turn to Celdrynn and be like, it's fascinating, isn't it? Smacking the table like
Right?
with both hands.
Oh, he's gonna tear off a piece of the paper towel that's behind Arlynn and try to wipe it off. And he's like, okay, well, I might need a professor to cast, maybe dispel magic on this or something.
If you contact one of the cleaning department from the magical laboratories, they should be able to handle it. And she hands you like a business card, but it's completely black, like you can't read anything on it.
He's gonna look at the business card and he's gonna look the path that Arlynn took, and is there like is it just footsteps going down the hall?
Yes, absolutely. And if you glance out the window, there is a clear path throughout the entire quad.
So Arlynn's going to turn to you and say, "Oh, I was also asked to bring coffee back for the lab. I have a list." She'll pull out a piece of paper from her pocket, which is completely covered in soot. Can't read anything at all. She'll stare at it. 4 black coffees, please.
Hey, Celdrynn, do you have any of the Underdark roast?
I think we do.
Nice.
Did
2,
you want one?
please. Yeah, I took 2.
Okay, 2
Actually,
Underdark
make
and
it,
4 coffees.
make it 3, because, like, are Nell and Tel coming?
Arlynn, are they coming?
Is Nelloris coming? That's what we're gonna do. That's what it is from now
No, no.
on. Nelloris, Sullendor.
That is not an individual's name.
Steveclaw?
No.
Nelbron?
I think I see what you're doing, but I'm not going to
it's
engage.
like it's a portmanteau. Okay.
No.
A
They
poor
were-
man do what?
Whatever you pay him, really, man. Like, portmen are pretty, like... What? Well, seriously, I grew up near a port town, like... What? It's funny.
Mina will walk over to Arlynn and say, sorry, 4 black coffees?
Yeah, I can make that.
Oh, you're off. It's all good. I got it.
Oh, thank you.
Sure.
These are my friends. This is Kai, who you've met before, and this is
Uh-huh.
Arlynn.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
I would not. It's magical dust. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'm Air 5.
And as she like Air 5, dust will like come off of her hand and yeah.
Ooh.
Should have thought about that.
Yeah, the handshake might have been better in retrospect.
Yeah. Well, for black coffees. And she'll walk off, not having taken the 3 Underdark roasts that Kai wanted.
I'll get those, Kai. Don't worry.
You sure? Like, you're pretty, like...
Yeah, don't worry about it. I'm getting used to things here. And I'll like go to the back and start making them.
Mina will not dissuade you from doing so, but she will focus on pouring her coffees and putting them in a little carry container, and
That's a
then
bro.
coming over, setting them on the table, and saying, "We'll add it to the labs tab."
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Here's the card for the professor who I'm working for. She'll hand a
You know what?
completely black business card.
I'll send them a receipt. They'll figure it out.
But how will you know who to bill it to?
I will ask who had a bit of a blow up today.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
And she will go back. And this is Celdrynn, you will finish pouring the 3 coffees and whatever you want, and perhaps whatever Arlynn wants as well. And then Nelloris and Telbron will arrive.
So now we'll have her arms behind her back. Or she'll be using she'll have her arms behind her back, and then she'll have her wings also like stretched out, trying to block view. So, Talbron and I have some news for you guys.
I told you to use a condom, man.
Arlynn's just like,
Brynn, that face. Oh my god.
Well, Kate, you ruined the joke I was gonna make, Kai.
Oh, it's a joke?
Yeah, we did become parents, though.
Figuratively speaking.
Meet Shay Taki, and she'll pull out the mushroom.
Oh, it's so cute.
Right?
oh my gosh, it's adorable. Arlynn will go to hug it.
The shape of it, though, takes after Talbrun more.
Wait,
Parts of
you
it.
think so?
Or Stumpy.
Really?
To be fair, I said it before I heard Kelly say it.
Stumpy, really.
I can tell you one
it-
thing for sure.
Holds its arm out for a hug from Arlynn.
And
She'll pass it over and let you take it.
it starts getting covered in magical soot.
Yes.
You're adorable. How did you two produce mushroom offspring?
I summoned it with magic. I cast Find Familiar, and this is what I got. I got a sentient mushroom.
Wait,
With
is this-
Talbryn's help. He was there for moral support.
This a euphemism? This is not how my parents explained conception to me.
No. This was like just magic. I just thought it'd be funny because, you know, we're dating.
Like actual magic.
Like actual dating?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How is your day going? Arlynn says to the mushroom.
Oh. Girl.
Do you want coffee? She'll hold it in
Careful.
one arm and start feeding it coffee.
This is
We'll
gonna be
drink the coffee.
so interesting. Nell will like grab a notepad out and start taking notes. The
I've
mushrooms
got
are
coffee for you
actually-
guys already, and he places the
Oh, thank you.
coffee's
Thank
that
you.
That's so
I ordered.
sweet.
No sugars in it.
Oh.
Goddamn. Are you holding on to Shay, or are you putting them on the table to drink coffee?
I was holding them under one arm and like feeding them coffee with the other arm.
Fantastic. It sits there and its little legs are sort of dangling as it goes. Careful.
You realize we're gonna be up all night, right?
You think we're sleeping tonight, Delbryn? This thing, we're studying this mushroom.
Wow. Okay. This is like a lot to talk about in the cafe.
No, I mean, actually, I'm studying this mushroom all night. No,
I can't tell
nothing-
anymore. You guys. I don't know.
Kai is gonna put his hand on like Arlynn's shoulder or arm and be like, "Me either." Oh fuck.
Arlynn,
Just
what?
starts spreading
Wait,
more.
Arlynn, what happened to you?
Oh.
You-
I was helping with science, but I missed a step. We still did science.
Silence.
Do you like science?
Silence. Careful.
Coffee
She'll give it more
silence.
coffee.
Well, thank you for the coffee. Whoever ordered that for us, Kai, was that you?
Yeah,
Oh, thank
So you
you.
like it?
That was very sweet.
it's got like fungus mixed into it.
Ooh.
That mud water that I keep seeing
Yeah,
ads
right. right.
I used to have an unhealthy relationship with coffee. I would drink my anxiety. Fuck off. Sponsored by
for. Bones Coffee.
Bones
Yes.
Yeah. She's just gonna let the Shay just kind of just wander around the top of the table and say hello to everyone.
Yeah,
and-
once it's drank a bunch of coffee, it's gonna jump off, and it's covered in soot. It's like mostly
Mhm.
black. It still has like little splotches of blue and white on its top. But it's gonna walk along, and
Back it across the table.
yes, we'll just make a little circle of, and like little footprints, little tiny circles all over the place. We'll stop at Celdrynn and go, Soul Turtle, and it'll kind of sit.
Coffee.
Careful.
He'll, like, grab another cup that was supposed to be his, and he'll like offer it to him.
Careful. And it won't take a whole bunch. It'll just take a little bigger. Careful. So tackle.
I think he likes it.
Yeah.
And then it'll waddle over to Kai and sit back, and kind of almost tilt back, but catch itself and go, Soul Turtle.
Oh, his
Sheesh.
color blue matches your eyes, Kyle.
I don't think it's mine. Nah, man, my scroom's bigger. How big is the shroom? Remind? How big is the shroom?
It's like
Like 7 inches tall, but like
yeah, 7
bigger,
inches
but
tall,
like
and
10
like
around.
8 inches.
10 around might be a bit
10
much.
around. Yeah, 10 inches around.
10 centimeters around, maybe.
Careful.
You definitely are. I'm an American. I have to do the math in my head. I was like, eh.
Careful. Still looking up at Kai.
Sure. Drip.
Just like on top of it.
Yeah.
Bull. Bull.
Doesn't it absorbs, right? Oh, yeah, there it goes.
Careful.
Was
I'm
that-
in love with this
that too much?
Krista.
You presented me adorable mushroom. How could I not?
Right. I'm happy. This is why I did it.
I think it's okay, Kai.
Oh, careful. It's kind of doing that little goat bounce where it's like all 4 legs are going at the same time.
Aw, he's there happy. They're so pleasant to meet you guys.
It bounces around in a circle and then kind of stops in front of Celdrynn and looks up at him and bounces away. and turns,
Oh,
and
look
goes
at
back
the
to
ball.
It goes back to Celdrynn. Soul Turtle. Soul Turtle.
I think it's because I'm a warlock. Just kind of scratching his head.
Don't worry. Shay will warm up to you.
Goes over to Arlynn, sits back. Soul Turtle.
He'll pet it. Scratch it behind the ears? Question mark.
It's got a little lump of something. Yeah.
I can't. This is so that voice
This
is
the rest of
so
the game.
precious. Yeah, this is the rest of the game. Just mushroom.
Yeah, exactly. Oh. Sorry.
So how are you guys doing? How's the coffee shop, Celdrynn?
It's good. Still picking up a little things here and there.
Can you do the like art on top of lattes yet?
You can see like a horrified, like 1,000-yard stare. PTSD.
PTSD dog.
Yeah.
Waves his hand in
Yeah.
front of Celdrynn. It's like.
Yeah. Actually, I have one right here, and like, he brings over a cup with like the latte art. It's like of a horrified face. And I'm like, it was supposed to be a rabbit. And you're pretty sure that the way that the latte bubbles are kind of like very subtly moving. The mouth is like opening and closing. You can pretty sure it's almost as if you can hear the words "Please kill me."
Huh.
Can you roll me a wild magic search, please?
Sure.
Brynn, did you have your hand up while he's rolling that? No?
No.
Okay.
48, which is. I'll just type this so that you can see it.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness, that looks familiar.
The coffee mug all of a sudden wiggles and explodes in coffee, and a unicorn is standing next to you.
What the?
Huh.
And has the same kind of horrified look on its face that the coffee had.
What was in that coffee?
Yeah.
Looks back at the coffee and puts it away.
What?
Yeah. Well, Nell's gonna be like, I think that's fun.
Shay will look up at the unicorn and go, careful.
No, Nell, Shay. Nell's my name.
No.
I'm gonna wipe my hand off on the unicorn.
It doesn't take. It's still pristine white. You smack its hindquarters. Celdrynn, yeah.
So I'm just gonna like lean back to see if you can find Mina and see if she sees it.
She's staring. Just like mouth agape, just so confused. Just like not angry, not upset, just
My other ride's a
I'm
griffin.
gonna.
you
Arlynn's
smack
gonna.
it. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Oh.
Nope, go ahead, Arlynn.
Oh, Arlynn was gonna take a cup of coffee over to the unicorn to give it coffee.
You are about to do that. You're about to offer it, and it still looks horrified and looks at the coffee and looks more horrified. And then, as Kai's trying to whack his hand off at it, he smacks the thing's hindquarters. It rears back, knocks your coffee out of your hand, lands directly on Shay, and it goes rushing out. And, like, bowls down the door. And Mina is still staring after it, and everybody in the fire jolt is just like staring out the door, the now broken down door, after this unicorn, just so confused.
Sneak out. I think it's time to be hitting the old dusty trail.
Yeah, right? Yeah, with Nell's like,
I would like to make a stealth roll to sneak away.
Absolutely, make me stealth rolls.
That is the number. 16 plus 18.
Fantastic. Is anybody else going?
Yeah.
Well, Arlynn's.
Rob.
Yeah.
What
I think
about
Arlynn's just gonna be like, well, I should get back to the lab, and then like take the coffees and turn. Should I roll stealth or like performance persuasion?
Roll me, yeah, performance or persuasion. What do you want?
Okay, they're the same.
Okay. And is it everybody else
13.
stealthing? 13, okay.
Celdrynn he's working where he.
You're off shift now.
Okay.
Yeah.
If Celdrynn's not sneaking out, Tobin will stay with him because he shouldn't have to deal with the brunt of that.
Celdrynn will stay to clean up after the destruction.
So Kai and Nell are sneaking out.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think at that, Nell's like, I'm gonna take my mushroom because I don't want my mushroom to get blamed for this, my baby.
Yeah. Perfect. So yeah, what did you roll stealth?
Yeah, I rolled an 8.
Fantastic. Most of the are you guys just going out the front door?
We're going out a
I
think
different
Nell
door.
is.
Okay. You guys are gonna sneak out like through the kitchen. Nobody notices Kai, it seems like. Because you guys, once you hit the kitchen, you kind of bolt. But you are a very tiny Owlin with a mushroom
Yeah.
that seems to be going, careful, careful, careful.
Shh. No, Shay, we need to be quiet. We're sneaking.
Quite sneaking, sneaking. And just loudly shouts
When
that you're
that-
sneaking.
When that thing grows up, it's gonna have the voice of Natasha Lyonne, and it's gonna be great. Coffee.
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 I gotta work on my New York. Yes.
Always.
Exactly. Sneaking. And everyone in the kitchen will kind of turn to look at you now and like give you a questioning look.
Late for class.
Sneaking. As you guys run off.
Yep.
Kai, you get away unseen. Mina eventually finally gets themselves together and comes over and looks between Telebron and Celdrynn of like,
I'll clean all this up. Don't worry.
I haven't the slightest idea. This week has been very weird.
Uh-huh.
And you can take the door out of my paycheck.
we're not going to go that far. We've got insurance for that reason. This is a magical university. It's not the first unicorn to have shown up out of nowhere.
Wait, really?
Yeah. How long have you been on campus?
3 days now?
Actually, it's been a couple of weeks, probably.
A couple weeks? Okay, I wasn't sure.
The time's wishy-washy. Couple weeks.
Couple weeks.
And that's the first weird thing you've seen?
First unicorn. Not weird.
That's fair. Okay. Yeah, it's normally like a every 3 years kind of thing usually.
Oh.
I will leave you to the cleanup.
Yeah.
I'll take care of it.
Celdrynn, I'll help you. Like,
Oh,
you've worked
it's
today.
okay.
Like,
I'll take care of it. You catch up with others.
Celdrynn, let me help, please. Like, you just got off your shift. Let me help you. I have
Thank
time
you.
to kill. Like, I'm not sleeping anytime soon, apparently, so.
He kind of like looks at Talbron and kind of gives him a moment of like, I really respect this friendship. Thank you.
Friends. And on that beautiful moment, I think we will wrap tonight, and we will start next session with a study session. Because if you thought you weren't sleeping tonight, you're not sleeping before exams. So thank you everybody for being here. Really appreciate it. We love having you guys out here for all of this insane chaos. Presta Digimon, I need that crossover. Thank you, Saul. And wonderful. Let's check out everybody. Is anybody doing it? We talked about adventure dice. Nope. Adventure dice? Yeah, adventure dice.
Yeah, Adventure Dice. Yep.
Thing in a couple weeks. Make sure you check the Discord for that. Thank you guys, wonderful for being patrons. We love you very, very much. And when you're watching this one on regular release, we love you as well. And we don't love you any less. We just love you later. And so,
Longer?
maybe longer. There you go. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for coming out. We love you so much. Does anyone have anything else they want to throw out before the end of game?
There's more Patreon rewards coming for those of you who are watching this in the future. I don't know if we have reached them at that point, but 115 patrons is going to be the start of a new Mage the Ascension game ran by Jen. And at 125, it's going to be this type of format like Christa's running, but it's going to be Radiant Citadel ran by Robin. So if you want to get some of your friends, if you're watching the Patreon stream right now, get some friends to sign up. And if you're watching it in the future, think of all the fun you could have been having already. Do you really want to wait another 3 months?
And to get those Patreon numbers up, you can be at any tier. So if you want to just get the numbers up, you can do $1 or $2. And then once the Radiant Citadel starts, you can join for more. So
$5 bucks gets you access to like all the extra content. It's a really good deal.
Exactly.
Cheaper than Netflix.
But yeah.
But
And then it's also exactly. You know what? We have as much content as you're going to watch on Netflix anyway in a week.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
And if you are watching this on YouTube, make sure you hit all the buttons that you need to do to make sure you see when new stuff comes out. If you're watching this live, thank you. We love you. And otherwise, come check us out on Twitch for our other live games. I think we're going to be running these live on Twitch just later.
The first one is going to either be dropping on the October 1st or the 15th, like the Session Zero. Yeah.
Awesome. And we're just going to drop it on YouTube. We're not doing a live watch.
I'll do a restream. So anybody who wants to like hang out in the chat with me is more than welcome.
Yeah, that's kind of
what
that would be awesome.
Cool.
Yeah,
first I might not be able to, but
No,
We'll
it'll
figure
probably
it
be
out.
later.
Fair,
I think I
fair.
want to do it so it's like 2 weeks. It'll probably be around the 15th or so. So we'll see
Okay,
how
I
the
can do
schedule
that.
works.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Regardless, make sure that you, if you are watching this live, you can check out Twitch because it is September, so subscriptions to Twitch are cheaper. So if you're more of a Twitch subscriber, or if you have a Amazon Prime account and you're not using your free Twitch subscription, you get one free Twitch subscription with your Amazon Prime account. So make sure you're using that for this guy. Wait, where? He's here. This
Who you
what
pointing
side
at
am I
me?
on?
Other way,
This
other
side?
way.
Yes, I'm trying to point at Kelly, which I don't know which side it
Yay!
is.
Look at all of the ink that ended up on my arm this game.
it was from
Goodness.
Arlynn.
Yeah, Arlynn,
Yeah,
what did
right.
you do?
Brynn, that face you made, I can't even replicate
was
it. I
great.
need you
That was
to give
so
me.
good.
You look like Grimace. No, not Grimace. Gromit. Wallace. Wallace of Wallace and Gromit. It's
Oh
the
my
perfect Wallace
god,
face.
yes, you
Yeah,
have
yeah.
the
That big.
I love it so much. Thank you for that. Thank you guys so much for playing tonight. I know it was a little bit of just kind of a chill out session of doing some dumb stuff, but I think I had a lot of fun, and so I hope you guys had fun as well. I hope you had lots of fun in the chat as well. Warts, mushrooms, and coffee. It's
That was the
exactly what
you
episode.
need.
Yes. I can't do
This
that.
was-
How do you do that face?
You have to like pull down with your neck muscles.
I think my teeth are too small.
Yeah.
All right. On that note,
Okay, we're done. Let's get out of here. We love you
bye,
guys all so
everybody.
much. Have a
Thank
good
you very
night.
much.
Bye.
Wow.
Sutaku.
Shutaku.
Sultaku.